hell is this?
What's wrong? What's wrong with you? La, 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 la. What the?
Who knew you could get farther in life if you had a nappy fucking hair and did backflips? That's where the world gets you. Yeah, you come in there, you think, I'm going to be an artist, I'm going to be a writer, I'm going to be a painter, I'm going to be a sculptor. Like, nah. Have you ever thought about looking like buckwheat? Doing some backflips, baby? That's what the people want to see. And I'm like, hold on. I'm writing one of the best songs done since Life on Mars by David Bowie. Please take a listen, Mr. A&R man. David Bowie, what are you, gay? We need you to be fully fruit. We need you to be like Harry Styles, little man. I'm joking. They didn't even give me that. They threw my ass out the door for a fucking Michael Jackson impersonator. As they did to me. America's Got Talent. They literally ushered me and the boys out the door. They took our CD and wiped their ass with it. But then a black bald man chasing America's Got Talent all over the world. This motherfucker was in Britain doing it. He was in America. And he's like, I'm doing this for Michael J. Fox. I am helping with muscular dystrophy. Then he turns on music and he starts trying to throw his clothes out like he's got a fan on him. He's doing the same moves as Michael. He's, they say, why? Tell him that it's human nature. I'm like, motherfucker, he's out of here. They're not going to fuck with this guy. Wait till they see what we're doing. And they're like, no. But then again, I think I had a Nazi hat on. Looking back now, I think I had an SS officer's hat on and I looked like James Charles. So maybe it wasn't the right time. But that hat looked great on me. You should have seen it. I had chrome accents. I removed the SS officer stuff, but you got to admit, Hugo Boss and the Nazis had so much drip. If you said they didn't, you'd be lying. The fact that the Germans literally revolutionized war, even though they lost it, is mind-blowing, dude. Tell me what the fuck India has done since then. I'll wait! But they don't want to hear you say any real shit. Ever. Not never, forever, ever, ever. I'm not even in the mood to do the show today. At all. I don't feel like it no more. I can't take this shit no more, dog. I'm like Wings of Redemption. I just can't do it. I just can't take this shit no more, man. He was on some real shit. That breakdown, I felt it in my bones. Oh, man, dude. Wiggs had like the most candid, honest moment, but since he's a lolcow, everybody ignored the truth of the matter. He's going to be all of us in 20 years. When AI comes in and you'll be lucky to be delivering DoorDash, you'll be in your car crying like Wings. Fuck. These motherfucking companies, man, behind the scenes, they start hitting me up. They're like, oh, we want you to do some stuff. Oh. I'm like, okay, I need the money. Because apparently to have a nice home in America now, you have to have over $500,000. If you think you're rolling in there and you're going to get a nice 4-bedroom with an office for anything under $550,000, they'll laugh you out of the building unless you go to bumfuck nowhere where there's nothing but trees, deer ticks, and white people fighting with each other about paternity and going back to jail after doing meth. I just can't take it, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. I wish I could do it all over again, because then I'd bubble myself with a Uzi to make sure I didn't miss. Oh, that was my point. I was ranting about them trying to offer me like not the greatest money nor the greatest contract because they know they got you over a barrel. And then the agency's like, listen, buddy, the World Cup's going on. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. How about that? I don't give a shit. The World Cup's going on. Oh, let's kick around a fucking ball. the World Cup. It's like the World Cup is basketball for third world country people. Real talk. It used to be back in the day, every broke black kid that could barely string together a sentence was working on his ability to dribble and said, I want to be like Mike. Now you got these motherfuckers can't afford shoes kicking around a ball all day, dodging machine gun bullets from the La Havelas or some shit, praying to God they could be Lionel Messi or who's the other guy that everybody loves? Ronaldo. How about I don't give a fucko, huh? You're trying to buy my time. And it may not be worth much to the world, but it's all I got, you pricks. Oh, God, I should have never quit doing drugs. This job was easier when I was loaded. This job was easier when daddy was on the sauce. Back in the day, you just hit it, get loaded, show up, pass it out on stream with Fratanga. Then he's like contacting Pask. He's like, is Gundam dead? And I'm like, if I die, I die. Look what I'm doing for a living. For a company run by a bunch of liberals that don't know their ass from a glory hole. That's some real talk right there. I don't care if I get in trouble for that one. It's the truth. Jesus Christ, putting a liberal in charge of anything is a good way to end up with a Mad Max situation. But in the most retarded sense of the word. Motherfuckers can come over to this country, do some wild shit like eating the swans from the park. And if you say something, everybody's like, you're racist. I'm like, bro, they ate the swans. I know we all want to sit here and pretend Donald Trump is retarded, but when he said they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, he wasn't fucking lying, bro. My neighborhood, the cats are gone. The cats are gone. This whole area used to be nothing but cats. You go outside, I'd hang out with Jimmy's cat. Forgot that motherfucker's name. He's gone. That cat's been here longer than I was. All of a sudden, he go missing. They can't catch the squirrels, though. They're too smart for them. These motherfuckers try to catch squirrels with Bruegger's bagels. I'm telling you the truth, children. All right, I need to stop. I need to stop saying things that are actually on my mind. Okay, let's go back to being normal. Let's pretend that everything's fine. Oh man, yeah. Let's get Hassan Piker. What a prick. The Martin B for 20. Move out of New York fund. Thank you, Martin B. I'm close, Martin. I'm telling you, Martin. Let me tell you, Martin. I'm gonna tell you the truth. How about that? Give me some music for this. This is the worst show ever because I showed up. I was up all night editing fucking bad cartoons. Where's my music? Royalty free. That's not royalty free. Here we go. Oh. I saw a beautiful house on a hill, 6 acres of land. I had it all planned out, Mark. It was like $400K. I said, I'm going to take it. I said, Lord, after Easter Sunday, I'm going to take it. I got a Monday morning, 7:30, washed my face, brushed my teeth, wiped my ass, got on the computer. I'm giving you my offer, sir. I'm going to be a Southern man. And I'm going to have a house on a hill overlooking all the poor people. I'm pioneer Jesus. Shit sold on Easter Sunday. I didn't even know you could buy a house on Easter Sunday. I wish someone told me. I had it all mapped out. I was going to have like a shooting range because I was going to go full off the grid. I was going to have a bunker. I was going to be ready for the government to come to me with permitting. But you know how everything is now. The robot's going to look gay and shit. It's going to be trans robots, transhuman movement. We're going to be fighting them. But the dream's over. So, yeah. Still in New York for the time being. Trying to find something that doesn't cost stupid amounts of money. In a good neighborhood. Have to be in a good neighborhood. I will never live in a broke neighborhood again. The second you live somewhere where you don't hear gunshots, you don't hear rap music all night, you can't go back. In fact, they're infiltrating my neighborhood. How you like that? I'm just trying to watch some TV. Got my window open, blowing the fan, enjoying a little showsy. and I thought a skunk came by the house. And I said, that's a smelly little critter. But then the skunk started to smell like weed. And I realized someone is just walking around here blowing puffs of smoke in motherfuckers' houses. What the hell's going on? Then the Jamaicans showed up. And you ever notice Jamaicans always carrying around packages and riding bicycles? I mean, back in the day, it made sense, but now it doesn't. You can't get a car and have the decency to smoke your weed in your vehicle and leave the fuck up. Wait, if they're smoking weed in the vehicle, that could lead to a car crash. Now I think about it. So maybe they're being responsible. I don't care if anybody thinks it's racist. I'm just telling you what's going on. Tampa for the 5. Here's some money towards your Supergirl ticket. Enjoy the movie, King. I was thinking of going to see. Hold on, I almost vomited. Okay. I was thinking of going to see Supergirl because, do a video, review it, talk about it. Everybody hates it. Piss off Warner Brothers a little bit. Piss off YouTube because Lord knows if you take a crap on a woman, they kind of hate that shit. I think it's because of the quartering. Like, that motherfucker made so many Brie Larson videos. He made $1 million off of them all. Can you believe that shit? I mean, when he said he was making money on it, I thought he was joking. And one thing YouTube likes to do, if someone they don't like makes money doing something or gets noticed doing something, they kill that shit. So that's that. Oh my God, I'm not in the mood. I'm sorry. Crawford too. I love you, Gundo, like a man. Thank you. God bless you for being in this shit show. Hold on, I'm gonna vomit again. Oh boy. Captain for the 5. I don't know, man. I got my spot last year for $340K, 4-bedroom office, a 2.5 bath. Where are you at, dude? Like, I'm trying to hit a really nice area. Like the type of house in the next 5 years is going to be like $1 million or something. Yeah, I got to get equity. I got to get something. I need it. You don't understand. This is my final fuck you to the world, dude. I get a really nice house, right? No pool, though. I want a backyard so I could open the door and let Fluffy out. And I'm going to get a Doberman Pinscher. I'm going to get like another dog, probably a canine, whatever the dog the police got him, get one of those too. German Shepherd. And I'm just going to let them run outside and go fucking nuts. That's what I want. I don't need a pool. And then the dog fall to shit. Then I got to try and save the dog. And knowing my luck, something to go wrong. I'll slip, fall, hit my head, and drown. And nobody give a shit. Dextro will finally put an article out on me when I'm dead. The one time. Fuck them anyway. And the horse they rode in on, by the way. Mac for the 2. Find me the cat or dog in the non-tourist Haiti. Bro. Facts. Fucking straight facts. Quad for the 20. Here's some cash to get out of communist New York. I'm getting there. I just got to buy a house that, like, I'm looking at a really nice area outside of a major metropolitan city. Gorgeous, prestigious area. Something like that. Big driveway. So that way, I'm far enough, at least like an acre of land, so I could turn on my Marshall stack and rip a few rips, Like, I want to be able to wake up one day, turn on my amplifier, and maybe play the Star Spangled Banner and not have some asshole bother me. I have mighty dreams. Oh, and I want a workshop too, dude. You have no idea how hard it is to like bake shit when your kitchen is literally your garage. Betting Star for the 20. Gunnar, my friend. It's great to see you, my friend. Hope you and all these amazing people are doing well. Listen, man, I never have madness planned, Betting Star. I kind of like show up and just do the absolute best I can with the energy I have left. Let me show you what I was working on, actually. I'll just play like one clip of it. This is what I've been doing for the past 2 days. You evil machine. How very dare you? I could throw this thing out a window if I could. Nothing's in order. Thank you. You stupid thing. It's this site. Here we go. I'll run maybe test 2 or maybe 4, 5, 6. Let's try 9.
Picture Shaggy being chained to the floor of your basement, begging for the sweet release of death.
Believe it or not,
Picture Shaggy.
Flip. Just being able to do that took so much fucking time, bro. It's nuts. So yeah, game plan, probably gonna start doing little cartoons or something, you know. Something out there, something different, something a little bit more creative, because right now it doesn't feel like YouTube really rewards creativity or editing at all. And I should just fucking do like a Rev Says Detsu or some shit. Just show up with this thing on, read you an article, and call it a motherfucking day. Yeah, 10 minutes of it and then dip out. Put out like 5 videos a day, just bombard you motherfuckers like the quartering. See if it puts a little money in the pocket. Lord have mercy. Drake Timbershot for the 2. Testicular, testify, brother. Thank you. I should have kept the music going. Hey, Jesus. Hey, Papa Gunna. Thoughts on Pecco leaving Ducati? What are your predictions for the rider market? All right, we already know. We already know what the fuck is going to happen with like most of the teams in MotoGP, dude. Like, it's all been leaked for the last year. It's just like, I hate saying like so much. It's just that they know that what the fuck is this? Is this DSP trying to show off like he's like fit now? Man, I hate myself for this. Hold on. I'm going to get to your question because I don't mind talking about stuff I actually give a damn about. It's a rare pleasure in this game. But here's Daddy Phil. This dude's on Ozempic, bro. He's on something, and it's just whittling him away. He's probably got saggy flesh. You've seen his legs, right? Remember that time I showed his legs and the flesh was dangling off of it? Like, you know, you've ever boiled chicken and you see the flesh just fall off the chicken meat if it's been boiled too much? That's what Phil looks like. And he's acting like this is all work and hard ethic. Yeah, right. Dude hasn't seen a hard working day in his motherfucking life. What is Angry Joe doing? Is Angry Joe actually fighting for Supergirl? Come on, bro. See, give me a minute here.
I am looking forward to it, and I hope it does well. Please go out and support it. Please go out and support it.
Bro, Joe, fuck Supergirl. Fuck the DCU. Fuck James Gunn. All right, James Gunn sucks. He makes the same shit over and over and over the fuck again, bro. I am so sick of superhero movies. I hope they die. I hope they die a terrible death. I hope superhero movies go out like westerns. I'm sick of seeing motherfuckers in capes. I live in reality where we need a hero, but Lord knows you can't find that motherfucker. Ugh. We've reached peak dystopian nightmare late stage capitalism where we want billion-dollar entities to succeed just to own the fucking chuds. It doesn't matter how bad it is. Where are we going? I thought we were the freedom fighters. I thought we were the good guys. I thought we were part of the revolution. I don't know what's going on anymore. I will never sit there and beg people to see a film unless them motherfuckers put money in my pocket. That's how it rolls now. I'm like a black drug dealer. I don't give a shit unless it pays me, dog. Let me get Joe out of here. I'm going to have to rip on this later, dude. I cannot believe him. What are you doing, Joe? He's lucky I backed out backwardly because I would have ripped on that shit later. Oh, hey, that's a hot chick. Hold on. I got to look at this first. Oh, wait a minute. Face looks a little long. Could be a tranny. Well, I was waiting for you to tell me. Yes, no, maybe. Who even is this? Chelsea Green. Who the fuck is that? I'll check it out later. All right, back on point. Okay, Ducati letting go of Bagnaia. Saw that coming. The second, bro, the whole Ducati lineup has been ass blasted since Mark joined, 2024? When he went to Grassini, right? And he did pretty well on the bike, I'm going to admit it. But the second Gigi Dall'Igna could get Mark, he was just foaming at the mouth. And they literally completely threw away Jorge Martin, who won the championship on a satellite bike, beating Bagnaia. That shit was so wild that they did Jorge that dirty. Don't get me wrong. Jorge Martin's kind of a bitch. Like, as far as men go, I can't stand when dudes genuinely act like women. Like, if you have to act like a chick to get your check, fine. But if you do that shit outside of work, I can't stand that. So Jorge gets mad, leaves Ducati because they're probably going to keep him on like Grassini, if anything, or wherever he was at the time. No, it's Primac. He's on Primac. Which ironically, you know, if they kept Jorge, they probably could have kept Marquez, because where the fuck was he going to go? Where was Mark going to go if they didn't give him a factory seat? What? KTM? He knew KTM wouldn't win. He wasn't going to Yamaha. Yamaha couldn't win. And the Honda damn near killed him. Like, if Ducati had nuts, they would have told him to kick rocks. You'll stay where you are. You get a bike, we get it. He would have stayed. No doubt about it. He would have got a 2024 bike and would have dominated anyway and still been world champion. But Ducati wants that number one plate on the factory team, right? But here's the thing. Marc Marquez does not run the number one plate out of fear of the curse of the number one plate. So Ducati technically got the championship, but they still don't have the number one plate on the bike. Everybody else, I just don't get it, bro. But anyway, flash forward, they get Marquez. They focus Marquez. The 2025 does not work for Ben Yaya. Ben Yaya is like, the bike doesn't function the same way. Something's off. Ducati tells us all we're retarded, and Ben Yaya is being mentally retarded, which is not really articulate. They're saying this in Ben Yaya's head. Turns out the ride height device and something else they changed on the 2025 did not work for Ben Yaya at all. It didn't. And they fixed it in the 2026, proving Ben Yaya right, because now all of a sudden he's actually competitive this year. But it doesn't matter. They've already gotten rid of him because they wanted Pedro Acosta. So Ben Yaya is going to Aprilia for 4 years. This is like motorcycle talk, so you get mad at Jesus for talking about it. I hope Ben Yaya can do something on the Aprilia. Fingers crossed he can do something. Because, like, Ducati running all Spaniards is kind of wild to me. You know, we haven't seen this since Stoner and Hayden, and that was a long time ago. So, point being, Jorge is now going to Yamaha. He's not going to do shit there. Like, the Yamaha looks like crap. It's still crap. Like, any way you slice it. They'd be better off taking an inline 4 and then converting it to an 800cc, because the V4 Yamaha isn't working, period. I think Pedro is not going to bow to Marquez at all. I think he's gonna go there and try and take Marquez's scalp without a shadow of a doubt. So it could be interesting. You know, I hope 2027 is the change MotoGP needs to be interesting, because it's fucking boring as shit now. Bezzecchi, hopefully he can get the championship, but I don't know if he can anymore. Like, 2 races in a row, the dude didn't score any points. 2 races in a row. The first time was Jorge Martin's fault. I want to say Lorenzo for some reason, because Jorge Martin keeps doing these like incredible off the grid. He gets himself in the 3rd place hole shots. But this is the second time he's done it, fucked up, and took out Bezzecchi. So that was a week ago. This week or whatever, Bezzecchi comes in, crashes out the last 2 laps of the sprint, and then slaps the shit out of one of the people trying to pick up the bike. But the dude revved the bike by mistake, so Bez thought the guy was being an idiot and slapped him. People online go nuts. They're saying Bez should be banned, but it's all Marquez fans, because if anybody remotely challenges Marquez getting the 10th title, the Marquez fans fucking hate the dude. 2027 predictions. I think the Aprilia is going to be the bike to beat still. Ducati is going to be up there too. Marquez and Acosta is going to be interesting, but I think Acosta is going to have the edge because he wants it more, and he's not afraid to take anybody down to get it. Bezzecchi, I hope it works out for him. Jorge Martin's fought. I don't think Fabio Quartararo is doing shit on the Honda. That's just my personal opinion. Who's left, honestly? I don't even know. So forgive me for MotoGP talk, but the question came, and I wanted to speak about it just quickly. James for the 5. Are you a fan of Lou Reed? I think you'd like his live album, Take No Prisoners. Name rings a bell. I'll give it a shot. Lou Reed used to hang out with David Bowie and Iggy Pop back in the day. That's about all I know from him. He had like one hit song that really took off. Walk on the Wild Side, right? Yeah. Hold on, I have my Dark Side Phil moment. Easy money for the 2. Your woman, I mean, can't buy you land and a house. I wish I had a woman that could buy me land in a house. There'll never be a day when a woman takes care of me. That's just the way it is. Hold on, got a business email that I'm sure will make me flip out. What? Wait, what? Broski. What? I'll read this later. Because there's just no way I won't flip my gourd. Kid Mocha Bear for the 2. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Oh, God bless you for thinking my presence was worth something. Let me burn through these. Jesus for the 5. Got him. Are you going to review the Game of the Year live stream? You're going to love it. What? Game of the Year? It's got to be Game of the Year, right? Is there a Game of the Year? Like what? The Game Awards coming or something? You're going to review the GTO. Let me look this up. I don't even know what's going on here. The Game Awards of the year? What? Game Awards for the year. Is that an actual award show? We're just talking about game. Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm not watching with Zoltex, I probably won't see it. I'll probably be asleep. I'll probably most likely be editing, trying to meet a deadline. I'm not even going to pretend to give a fuck about gaming anymore. It's Dead or Alive 6. Dead or Alive 6. Did they bring that back? I got to find an assistant. No. What? Dead or Alive 6 last round announcement trailer? When did this happen? Why is my phone going off, huh? You know what's kind of sad when you think about it? Dead or Alive disappears for a hot minute. And basically Tekken just steals their whole flow.
I'm going to take my time with you.
Fight me.
You know what? It's nice to see Dead or Alive back. I mean, it's been 1,000 years since I've seen a Dead or Alive game, but it still feels and looks like the same shit that was going on even when I was young. So it makes you wonder, will this even translate well in the modern era? Who knows? Who cares? They're not paying me enough to care. Put me on a payroll, baby, and I'll pretend to care. Cat for the 10. Fuck GTA 6. Yeah, GTA 6 news came out today. It was fucking terrible, dude. Hold on. We received €5 from my man. Oh my God. George. Oh my God. I can't even say this. Is this Polish or something? I can't even say this name. Good Lord. Thank you, sire, for the €5. Oh, wait. We've got a couple juicy tips, and I didn't even do a juicy tip celebration. What's this?
It's cat booty juice.
Let's hit the goals right now. And let's get a big, fat, juicy tip. Let's get some goals hit. Let's hit the goal right now by the end of this podcast.
Let's hit the goals, children. Let's hit the goals and crush the trolls. Also, this is what I was looking at. Hold on. Give me a second. I know YouTube will probably flag me for this, but like I was trying to look up motorcycle stuff, and it was like, who the hell's this? Is she like a live streamer or something? I don't even know who this is. And I kind of also don't care. I don't really care that much about women unless they're touching me. That's just my rule for life. Okay. Let's see. There's a lot of GTA stuff going on to the point of like sheer insanity. Logan Paul, weed is the devil's lettuce for me. It's like truly, I really have to watch my relationship with it. I don't care if Logan Paul's smoking weed. World famous rapper Eminem, Donald Trump is a narcissist who uses his power to spread hate and race. Did Eminem actually say this? I mean, I don't give a fuck about Trump, but the dude who sang a song about, Chris chanting his own mother, it's now a moral compass. You're either with him or with me, because it's possibly on both sides. This can't be real. It can't be real. Could be. Maybe not. What does it matter ultimately? What's this? Mr. Sinister is reportedly the main villain in X-Men reboot. Nick A30 has reportedly confirmed he will stream GTA even without an option to disable swearing, blood, and other mature content. Did he? What? Is that his actual shit? He tweets about himself in the third person? What? Really? That can't be right. Wow. It is right. Why is this news? Why is this shit on my timeline? Like, I don't give a fuck if Nick A30 is going to play GTA 6. Family-friendly, positive Fortnite creator. Family-friendly, gay. Nick A30 makes the brave decision to play GTA Online. Oh, my God. There's going to be curse words. No, Nick. Wow, this is like when Dylan started playing Electric. Oh, my God. I hate social media. Jesus. Oh, God. This is like what's going on with GTA. GTA is so big. Nick A30 had to do a third-person press release. Guess what, children? I will be playing even though it won't be family-friendly. And everybody's like, oh, my God, this is huge. It's massive. It's like the Knicks winning the NBA playoffs, bro. Life-alteringly good. I'm going to rip on this later. Let me put this in the file for gay shit that happened. And let me see what else we got here. What the fuck is that? Dumb shit. Development cost of video games for the Grand Theft Auto series. Vice City was $5 million. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, arguably the last good Grand Theft Auto. Well, one of the last good ones. San Andreas was awesome. GTA 4 was great. GTA 5 let me down. GTA 5 had so much less shit your character could do. Remember GTA 4, you could like climb shit. You could get on top of roofs and snipe the police and whatnot. Now you can't get on a roof in GTA 5 unless that roof is part of some sort of mission in the game. You could pick up bricks and throw them through people's windows or something, dude. You can hit someone in the head with a brick in GTA 4. That feature's not in 5. I remember playing this shit and just be like, what the fuck, man? Guardians of the Supergirls. Where did I see that? Yes, that's perfectly encapsulates James Gunn's new movie. And then Grand Theft Auto 6 is $2 billion, which is nutso butso that they spent this much money. And I think, frankly, this is just going to be, I think this is going to be the game that truly fries the brains of Gen Alpha and Gen Z, bro. This is going to be the game that literally people are going to dedicate their lives to playing and try and turn into a career. Oh, what do you do for a living? I'm a career criminal in Grand Theft Auto RP. Yeah, I'm very successful. I own a mansion and everything. Jesus Christ. We're screwed. Like, there's so much shit that they are doing to this that it just removed all of my hype for the game, honestly. Hold on, let me dig this. What the hell is Hassan doing? Candidates of wealthy Nepo babies being celebrated by wealthy Nepo baby. What's this asshole doing?
You have to be a democratic socialist if you want some of this fucking shine.
Oh, after 9 of Hassan Piker's endorsement candidates have won tonight, he announces he will now only promote Democrat socialist. This motherfucker thinks he's a kingmaker, bro, ever since Mandani got in New York. And frankly, Mandani being the mayor of New York, if you didn't see that shit coming, you're fucking blind. New York City and New York as a whole is held captive by 3 voting blocks. 3 voting blocks is all it takes to turn a state that's predominantly red blue. So when Madani was running and saying all shit he was saying, all that socialist bullshit, all the stuff you know that ain't gonna happen. You knew he's gonna get in because New York City is loaded to the gills with nutty ass liberal people. How do I know? I dated liberal girls, so I already knew he was getting in. It's just like it's a foregone fucking conclusion, bro. It's like if you go to a party and you have cocaine on you and there's cute girls there, I guarantee you will be talking to the cute girl. It's just impossible. It's like the law of attraction.
Hey, after tonight, my price went up. You have to be a Democratic Socialist if you want some of this fucking shine. Sorry.
I hate politics in America because politics are now the new cultural zeitgeist. The new pop culture is politics, and I despise it. We can't have any fun anymore. Nothing could be funny. Nothing could be interesting. And the worst part of it is even politics reeks of the same incestuous bullshit you see in Hollywood and social media, where the anointed ones, the golden calves, the people with the correct political opinions and leanings and friends and connections get to dictate, mandate, and decide what shall be. And if you rebel against it, if you're sickened by it, if you're fucking tired of it, get fucked, chud. And then people like him, guys who've lived their whole life rich, wealthy, privileged, and experiencing a different reality than I will ever know, will tell me how shit works. The guy who's never lived in a poor neighborhood or had a bullet whiz by his head is going to tell me how the fuck the system is rigged from his $1 million fucking home. And I'm still in the same apartment daddy came up in. You know, it's just nuts. I hate it. And the worst part is the progressives run social media with an iron fist. Iron. Like, look at the Stream Awards for streamers. They gave, who's that fat bitch? The one that looks like Miss Piggy in a burqa. I don't remember her name. It's like Frog. They gave Frog 2 up-and-coming Streamer of the Year awards. This bitch doesn't even pull my numbers. How do you like those apples? Nuts as fuck. She lost a lawsuit with Ethan Klein because she was too fucking fat and lazy to show up. Meanwhile, Denims does the bare minimum and beats the case. Bro, hate it all. May it burn. Jesus, if the aliens come or AI takes us out, I'm all for it. It'll be the best thing to ever happen. Jack for the 5. Funny idea. DSP and Liver King in the same room. I'd pay to see it. Now, that's what I call must-see TV. Jay Pickles for the 2. Check out PWR's pre-stream music. It's him singing. I'm not fuck with PWR anymore because that motherfucker had Lure Diaz taken down. It's too much energy to go through PWR shit to find the gold nuggets. It's like trying to watch DSP Raw. It can't be done by me. I don't have the mental fortitude needed to kill my brain cells on such a level to get those few grains of deliciousness. But God bless you for the 2. If you get me a clip, I'll watch it. Sky Reaver for the 2. I need more updates on the life of DSP. Bro, I haven't been keeping up with Phil. I don't have time for Phil. I don't have time to fill you in, bro. That's just, I've been out and about. I've been doing things. I've been living life. I can't even do what I want to do. I meant to work on my motorcycle for the last month. I haven't even touched the fucking thing. I haven't even looked at it. I haven't even dusted it off. There's no time for me. Phil is a full-time job. That's why ALT does his streams. He has to actually sift through the crap of Philbert. But we'll see what Phil's up to. The fuck is Phil doing? What is he doing? Where is this motherfucker? Give me a second. Get out of here, Hassan. You guys threw me off of like a Hassan rant. Jesus Christ. I hate it all. Like, seriously, dude, I hate to be this way, but leftists are terrible. They're the fucking worst. They're the fucking worst. They will have control over every institution. Politics, for the most part, you know, social media, culture, entertainment, and these motherfuckers will look you dead in the face and be like, oh my God, we have no freedom. Oh my God, we're completely oppressed. Yeah, fucking right. It's just like millionaire streamers talking about not being millionaire streamers. It's the most disingenuous shit on the planet, and I hate it with a passion. Drake for the 5. Here's a big, fat, juicy tip. Thank you. We'll get some fill in here immediately. Jack for the 2. DSP is in the same room. Oh, I just did that one. Blaze, a long time no see for the 5. Star Citizen fans should charge GTA fans for their horrible talking points. LOL, it's getting pathetic. Ball and gun gamers are a disease. The GTA 5 fandom is running the most insane defense of $1 billion corporation. It's not even funny. Hold on. I like screen cap this shit because it was so dumb to me. Now I got to share it. See, I'm all over the place. Everybody says something. I go one way. I go another way. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I should give you some feet to teach you all a lesson. Did I put this in my like animation file? Because if I did that, that would really suck. I have to click all files. I forgot. I want to hit this thing with a damn bat. We'll do it the hard way. Just do it the hard way. Thankfully, I posted it here. This dude had the nuttiest tweet I've seen. At a stage, people were worried that GTA 6 Ultimate Edition would cost a fortune, but it ended up being $99, while WWE 2K26's Monday Night Raw Edition costs a staggering $149. Here's the thing. As King Cobra would say, here's the thing, Slick. Take-Two owns 2K Interactive and Rockstar Games. This isn't the flex he thinks it is. This is Take-Two 101, where they charge the most amount of money for shit. The fact that all of the game's base shit is locked behind a paywall is staggering, bro. I should have known, honest to God. I should have fucking known. When I saw Strauss Zelnick come out and say that GTA 6 wasn't going to be over $80, I should have known that there would be some sort of catch or caveat. I'm fucking stupid. I actually thought, wow, maybe, Take-Two and Strauss Zelnick, who's literally a lizard person. Have you seen this fucking man? He's a lizard person. He has no soul. Nothing to him. The guy looks like a demon wearing human skin. They put this shit out. The mod shop, Ride Out Customs, transform vanilla vehicles into magnificent works of art with digital and detailed interiors, exquisite rims, blah, blah, blah. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. So frankly, core game mechanics like customizing a car, probably dressing yourself up, that shit's locked behind the $100 version. So everything that leaked that said GTA 6 would be $100 is true. You'll be able to play this fucking game on the base price, and you'll drive to this fucking mod shop, and it'll literally tell you, please upgrade to the Ultimate Edition. That's what the fuck's gonna happen. It's nuts as shit. My God. What the dude? Gaming is just so cooked, man. I couldn't believe this. I still can't believe it. What is even going on? Fluffy, what are you doing, you bad little dog? Get over here before you get a spanking. Oh, the Steam machine came out, and that's like $1,000 too. I forgot about that. Oh, I knew that was coming with the RAM prices. Oh, wait, the Steam machine also, if you buy this thing, it doesn't come with a controller or anything. I forgot about that. That's like a weird move from Valve. And considering you can't get the Valve controller for like 2 years. Didn't they say the pre-orders were locked up till like 2028 or something? Or late 2027? I've been waiting months for one. I can't believe, you know what? I never thought I'd see the day when I'd say, you know what? Gaming is a hobby. You might want to look into something else because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. They're only going to charge us more. They're going to treat us worse. They're only going to do the absolute best to piss all over us. Proud owner of Grand Theft Auto 6. It's a digital copy, my dude. In fact, they're even saying that it doesn't come with a disc for the game, which to me is wild. But then again, it's not like they've been giving us discs for years, bro. It's like you buy a game, And then you install it, and there's still like you gotta update something or do a 64 gigabyte patch before you can even play the fucking thing. And I know some excuse would be, oh, well, you got Steam, you don't mind getting keys, bro. If PC games got the same sort of love and treatment that console games got when it came to physical editions of stuff, I'd buy it. If I could buy physical copies of PC games, I would do it. Hey, come here. Sit down. Hold on. Let me have Phil help me out. Let's get some based opinions from Daddy Phil.
Store, huh? Classic Youngins illegal goods store, huh? Classic car collection. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. It's $20 extra. So what you're telling me is for $20 extra, you're just going to give me some very simple customizable things that aren't needed for the game, because if you don't buy them, you're not going to have them. You can still play the game. It's not like, oh, you need these to complete the game or these.
I don't really want to hear this talk from Phil. I hate to be that way, because this is the dude who literally bought a couple shitty games and paid the premium price to play them 2 or 3 days early. He did that with a couple games recently. He shouldn't even be acting like this.
You're going to cheat in the game. No, this is going to be like visual things. You know what I'm saying? You know, any game that has microtransactions, you can buy skins, you can buy new cars. Exactly what it is. So what they've done is they're monetizing the kind of similar stuff that you would buy for GTA Online, and they're turning it into content for GTA 6's single-player game. Does that make sense? It's
I
not
think
going
he kind of has this shit wrong. I think Phil has this wrong. Bro, modifying cars has always been in GTA since, like, what? San Andreas, right? Wasn't it San Andreas? I know you definitely could do it in 4. So this is like a staple feature that has been in the game for years. Changing your clothes and having outfits and shit has been around since San Andreas. This isn't like a GTA Online thing. This actually exists. On top of that, what Phil probably is missing is if you buy the digital copy of Rockstar's fucking game, they sign you up to a subscription service for something, which I guess might be GTA Online. And I was reading rumors about this like a year ago, where they were playing with, you can't see my hands, but I'm doing quotation marks. They're playing with the possibility of a subscription fee for GTA Online. And if they do it, dude, I don't even know what to say to that. If there is a subscription service for that shit, it's going to set a dark precedent for gaming. And I guarantee you, it'll still make money. It'll still make money. A lot of money. Because people today, kids today, Zoomers, Gen Alpha, whatever. There's some adults too. I was watching a show called Love on Lockup. These dudes get out of jail and they treat their PlayStation or Xbox like it's a family member. There's so many people who have become so weirdly obsessed with this game that it's like a way of life. Like they need it or something. Motherfuckers treat Grand Theft Auto like it's fentanyl, dude. When this shit hit the street, everybody OD. I don't even know what to make of this shit.
matter. Like, who cares if you have extra hairstyles, a classic car, or One-Eyed Willie? It's the same game. Normally, this kind of content would just be a pre-order bonus. You pre-order the game, you get the bonus content, so there's incentive to pre-order the game. In this case, they're charging you $20 extra for simple customizables that don't matter and won't really affect the game. Is that content worth $20 to you?
Phil, how are you getting this shit wrong, dude? Like, bro, they're locking features that have always been in the game behind a paywall, so it's actually $100 game, Phil. How are you missing this shit? How the fuck does this dude play games? He plays more video games in a day than I get to play in like a month, and he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. I walk in here completely confused and still know what the fuck is up.
It's up to your own discretion. For me, I really don't think at all I need any of that content. I don't think I'm spending money on it.
Get the fuck out of here, you lying sack of shit. This dude stays throwing crazy amounts of money at games for like extra perks and shit. You are a liar, Phil.
Like, I doubt I'm even going to care. I'm just going to grab the car out of the street like everybody else and drive it around. I'm just going to slap some clothes on quickly. I'm not going to spend hours in my wardrobe. So what do I...
You can't slap the clothes on quickly, I don't think, if they're like locking these features behind a paywall, bro.
I want to
Man,
spend
oh, man.
$20 extra to have this stuff.
Dude, you spent $20 extra to play some shitty game early. Get out of here. Oh my God. Like, I hate when he tries to be like a moral compass and you know he's full of shit. Like, that's the worst version of Phil. It really fucking is. Oh my God, Philbert, you motherfucker. Like, all of a sudden gives a hot holy damn, yes, son of a bitch. He's just like, okay, this is the opinion to have. Like, DSP's turning into Moist Critical, dude. That's the long and the short of it. He sees the opinion on Twitter, how everybody's reacting, and then Phil just goes full Moist. All right, let me see Asmongold shitting on Phil. I hope it's a long clip.
$15 to $20 each.
I thought you said it was worth a lot of money. $15.
Each one of these packs, no exaggeration, is worth $15 to $20 each.
I thought you said it was worth a lot of money. $15? Bro, like, what do you mean?
I think Asmongold got this shit backwards. When Phil says packs, he means each individual pack is $15, not the whole box. I think Asmon got this part wrong. The whole box is like $400 or $500. Phil has gone full Pokemon insane. Like, this dude, he's fucking pulling out a Nina rat or some shit, and he sees the gender on the card, and he goes, "It's female," but it says male. I'm like, damn, Phil.
Okay? If you get a hit in one of these packs, you can get thousands of dollars. No kidding. Both of these sets have cards that are hundreds to thousands of.
If you're playing a slot machine, you can win your money back. Like, you can get a 2,000x bonus, but you can only lose 100% of your money. I mean, obviously, if you can go up by 2,000% and you can only go down by 100%, you'd be stupid not to play.
There's an Umbrian in this one.
An Umbrian?
That's worth over $1,000.
Umbrian.
And I think there's cards in this one worth between 500 and 1,000. Okay? So these are absolutely premium sets, all right?
This is Phil's new grift. If you give him $50, you get a normal pack of Pokemon cards. You give him $100, you reach like the premium pack of cards. These ones right here that he's holding up in his emaciated hand. If he gets $250 a stream, he'll open from the super premium pack of cards. This dude has spent probably $3,000 or $4,000 on Pokemon cards in the last month, right? Let me do the math. With a calculator, obviously. I remember my teacher was like, "You'll never have a calculator in your pocket." Get fucked, bro. Get fucked. All right. So $50 per pack of normal cards. Phil has made $1,800. Minus a $400 investment, he's cleared $1,400. Like, at the end of the day, Phil is technically making money from this business venture. It's the slimiest way to do it, but he's doing it. It's fucking nuts. If he gets $250 for the day to open the special pack of cards, that's from one pack, right? So $250 times 3, that's $9,000. If he hits the $250 goal to open a pack from the super box, that's a $9,000 profit. But then technically, if you remove the $400 for the normal pack, I can't believe I'm doing this shit. I fucking hate Phil. Then it's 8,000. Okay, then you probably spent like $500 for that one. Okay, so let's say he bought another pack, because he probably did. He's stupid. And that pack is $250. He's clearing $7,850 if he actually opens all the packs in the super pack. Technically, Phil wins. No matter what happens, he wins if the dents give him the money. And apparently they're doing it.
But there's only...
So this is what's...
It's Phil and a Hogan all over. Yes, it is. But the difference is, Jason, Phil's actually making money this time. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes as he looks at... He doesn't see like Pokemon packs. He sees a wad of money in his hands. Look at this dude. He's a fucking... If Phil was a character in Final Fantasy, he'd be a goblin, bro. He'd be a greedy little goblin trying to weasel me out of my seed money.
Called...
He sees juicy tips.
These
exactly.
are called Goy Toys.
Goy
Pokemon.
Toys? Oh, by the way, you can't say Goy Slop anymore. That has been labeled by the ADL as racist.
Glitter Dumplings. They're Goy toys, Labubu's.
Labubu's are Goy toys? I thought, bro, Labubu's are like Chinese shit. I remember seeing Labubu in China a year ago, and the Chinese going nuts for it. I don't know why I pay attention to China, but I do, right? So I see Labubu and it's taking off, and I think this is so dumb. Thank God it doesn't come to America. And I'll be damned if it didn't, just like COVID.
Yu-Gi-Oh! No, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is cool. Magic the Gathering is cooler, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is okay. Funko Pops. So, Goy toys. This is the new word of the day. Goy toys. These were promised to Phil 3,000 years ago. And he was probably still doing YouTube playthroughs then.
6 packs in each box. So basically, these are only for special occasions. Like when? Well, if someone does a $100 contribution, we'll open a pack.
I can't believe I actually sat here and did the math, and I just bothered myself. Finding out Phil is getting, like, if he actually gets what he wants, he's making about $8,000 profit is nuts. And everybody's sitting here thinking, like, Phil's cook. Like, this might be the one time Phil's stupid gotcha mechanic addiction has actually made him money. But then again, it's still Phil. He'll burn through it somehow because that's who he is. Jerome, I believe, for the 2, leftists are simply anti-society, patronizing to us all. Yes, they're anti. I don't even know how to put it. I feel like progressives they just hate. It's so hard it's weird to put into perspective when you think about it, because you would think that people want their neighborhood to be nice. They want their neighborhood to be safe. You want your country to be nice. You want your country to be safe. We always look at Japan, right? We look at Japan and we talk about how nice, how clean it is, how beautiful everything is in Japan, how safe the society is. You could literally leave your bike without a lock, take a train and go to work, come back, your bike is there. High trust society. And the thing is, we ignore all of the reasons why Japan is so safe. Every reason we ignore, because they don't take in migrants. They don't let people come in and bring their culture and rearrange their culture. The Japanese have done a fantastic job. Yes, they're xenophobic, but they prioritize their culture above all else. You come in, you assimilate, or you get the fuck out. That was Japan. And for some reason, we ignore that key feature, that one thing that makes a huge difference. You will never see Haitians in fucking Japan eating, red pandas, bro. It's just not happening. They will not allow it. Roadkill for the 2. Kirshi's bathroom remodel is wild. You're out of here, Roadkill. I don't need to hear about that. Hey, Gundam, I see you don't have a home. You know what my bathroom looks like? It looks like a crack den. Mac for the 5. Bree was more profitable than Phil. Picked up the wrong cow to chronicle. Got to find you a cow to make that gravy train. God damn it, dude. Why you got to say that to me? You know I'm low. Don't let the avatar fool you. It looks like he's having a great time, but this is what I actually look like. All the time. But yeah, I guess I should have. I think I zigged when I should have zagged. I should have focused on Brie Larson, but I was trying to be an artist, which was stupid. It's like, I want to make art. I want to be like, my videos are a form of protest. Thinking I'm doing something that fucking mattered, like a retard. And I just should have been shitting out videos, like 4 or 5 of them a day with no effort, read an article, have a cartoon bounce around, and let the money roll in. I'm the brokest motherfucker who's been doing this. I should off myself, bro. And then the other mistake I made was following She-Hulk instead of Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. I was like, I think I'll do She-Hulk. I know more about Marvel than Lord of the Rings. Big mistake. Those are the 2 huge ones. GTA 6 Online will be a separate game, and they will charge you all over again. Oh, yes. Yes, Kat, they will. They're going to make it a separate game. You are going to buy into it, and you will have a subscription fee. Like, if that rumor of the subscription fee is true, dude, it's going to be bonkers. And the worst part is people will pay it. And when they pay it, other game companies will see that, and then it'll become like a thing across the board. Mark my fucking words. They will figure out how to put subscription fees in Fortnite if GTA pulls it off. And I hope they do it, because the gaming industry needs a crash. It needs to crash, because it's getting like the housing market, bro. This shit's supposed to be cheap entertainment to keep you from rioting in the streets. On my Viv for the 2. Not sure it's locking all modifying just that shop. All right. If they're just locking the shop, still unacceptable, considering how much hell Take-Two and Rockstar gave to the modding community during GTA 5. Like, I'm not going to forgive them for that. The fact that they went out of their way to try and kill Open 4, it's back though. And they took down so many great mods, dude. If you were there for it, like that time between like 2014 to maybe 2017 or 18, it was a great time to mod GTA 5. It was a great time to mod that shit. The game looked beautiful. Terrible. They're just greedy fuckbags, because shark cards started going down in value. So they started going after modders, thinking they were the reason. And I will stand on that hill. Lulu for the 5. Way ahead of you. Dropped gaming a long time ago to spend my time and money on spray paint and guns to haunt the graffiti. I have been spending my money on paint and airbrushes. I'm about to buy a paint gun because I want to start painting motorcycle bodies again on the side. I want to do something artistic again. You know, something where I could just see my tangible efforts and hold it in my hand rather than this digital shit. And if I could get like a spray gun shop going in a new house, I'm not going to tell you motherfuckers like where I am when I do it. But if it takes off, you know, I could probably work with Moto America or something and make some better money than YouTube and walk away from this shit. It's like, I want to get out. Commander CQC for the 5. The sad part is I can't fault the corpse for doing this when you got millions of DSP level dents. That just blindly buy and defend. I blame the people. You're right. You're right, CQC. Like I said before, a lot of the people defending this shit are ride or die GTA fans. And it's crazy to see so much dedication to a $1 billion corporation. But is that not where we are now as a whole? I mean, think about it. There are people who defend movies vehemently. We just watched Angry Joe beg people to see Supergirl like it matters at the end of the day for him personally. We look at politics. Like, progressives are a fucking nightmare, but so are conservatives now. Like, if you point out, you know, Trump talking about, oh, gas prices are going down. Like, bro, they were down before you fuck with Iran, my dude. You can't sit here and pretend like you're doing something. You're putting a Band-Aid on the cut you inflicted upon us. And it's not even a good one at that. It's a small fucking Band-Aid. But if you come out and you point that shit out, people get mad. They would rather sit there and pretend like this is the greatest time of our lives. And it's not. It's fucking not. It's a nightmare, dude. Nightmare fueled. It's almost as if people have abandoned religion to find new false idols. That's where we are now. Oh, well, what can you do, you know? What can you do, brother? You eat this shit when it comes in your bowl, baby. You know, that's what I'm doing. Let me see this. I saw some crazy ones. Some crazy GTA stuff. Here we go. Share the screen instead. There are people telling me they won't get GTA 6 because there's no disc version. Imagine missing out on the biggest media of the last decade over a piece of plastic. Well, what if people want that physical disc? You know, I mean, it's technically a console game. What's the whole point of having a console if it no longer takes physical media for the most part? It's all about collecting too. I think that's a huge part of it. Most people think like GTA 6 is going to be that game like Zelda, the gold disc version or gold cartridge shit. You know what it was, dude. Let's see this one. There's so many people defending this shit. Like, how hard is it just to go, this kind of sucks? But like, no, fuck you. I don't know if this is real or not, but people are dead ass still defending this in the replies. Proof there is no limit to the dick riding with Rockstar Nibbas. Jesus Christ. Rockstar Games locks away mini stores, tattoo shops, and mod shops, custom vehicles, each behind a $100 paywall, yada, yada, yada. I hate how this avatar always looks happy. Trouble 2. Pokemon gambling is pretty crazy. Not going to lie. I blame Logan Paul. Unironically, I blame Logan Paul for juicing the Pokemon market. And he juiced it hard. He doesn't even have to do this, but he's doing it. Like, that's like the epitome of like being an evil prick, It's the epitome of it. And now he's like buying like old manga and trying to juice that market. Key issues of manga or like, issues of Young Animal or something. Like I got a couple of Young Animal magazines myself, but mainly for Berserk. And I didn't buy the Young Animal magazines because I was like, oh man, in 10 years, this shit's going to be worth thousands of dollars. I bought it because I wanted to own the last pieces of media drawn by Kentaro Miura as a fucking fan, not as an investor. I wanted to have a few pieces of art from one of the most influential mangaka ever to fucking, or mangekai to ever fucking exist. This dude technically wrote one of the most brilliant pieces of literature I ever read. And the fact that there are people online that act like Berserk is bad or it's problematic or whatever, basically Westerners, because Westerners are retarded by all metrics. You want to see a bell curve. Use America's fucking intelligence level versus like someone in England or Japan. Good Lord. But the point is, I just wanted to own a piece of the Mona Lisa, if you will. And now you just can't buy that sort of stuff anymore. You can't buy those back issues and get them for cheap because everybody is in a speculative market. And that probably says more about our economy being so fucking shit. Let me look up K-shaped economy real quick, just to have a diagram for you, because that's where we are right now. Come on, computer, work with daddy. Disable your ad blocker. How about you disable my clock? Because you can suck it. I'm not disabling anything. So you can show me a bunch of shit I don't care about. Shit, people have to disable ad block for me. I don't have to disable ad block for you, buddy. But here's where we are, basically. This is where we are, dude. It's not the right one, but basically we'll pretend the blue line is people like Hassan Piker. And the orange line are people like you and me. We're going down, and it's not looking good. Whereas to the rich assholes are going way up. That's why you always see things that say like, oh, we're in a recession. This and that's going down. You can't afford nothing. But you always see stuff sell out. Now, there's two reasons for this, in my personal opinion. One, in a K-shaped economy, the rich are the only ones that can spend lavishly and be unaffected. Two, you also have people that don't have that much money, but they're willing to go into debt buying shit they think is going to make them rich later. That's just the long and the short of it. So people are now buying stuff at absorbent prices and rates, praying to God, whatever they get is going to be worth a lot of money 5 years from now. All because Elon Musk got on Twitter and told people to own assets, but he didn't specify what type of assets. So people just went kind of nuts. It's a dark time, brother. It's a dark time. You can't get anything because you enjoyed it anymore. That reminds me, I was seeing people going into debt buying SpaceX stock. I thought that was funny. Joe, what get for the two? Why is anyone giving Phil money to do this? Because they love Phil. I guess you didn't see the Darziak fallout, but Darziak was an autistic dude who was also a scaly. A scaly is a lizard version of the furry. He was running DSP stream for the last like 2 years. Thumbnails, creating all of the... He did everything. Everything you see Phil do, that was the result of Darziak. Then Phil pissed off Darziak, and Darziak dropped him. Labubu is Chinese stuff, not Glory stuff. Yeah, exactly. Ghostbane, 47. Do you think Kat has ever pegged Phil? Had to censor the word. You have to censor the word pegged? I don't think. I don't know. I don't think Kat will want to do it. If you've seen Kat, she looks like she doesn't want to fucking bother Phil. The last time she was on. The last stream Kat was on with Phil, she looked like she hated him and needed to get out of there. Mac for the 5. Obsessing over what tiny hat wearing wearers think of you is something I'll never understand. Using them as a measuring stick is beyond ridiculous. Thank you for the 5, sir. Gregory for the 2. Gundo cuts deuce by the green cheeks. What? You're out of here. Dawnbreaker for the 5. No, Gunman, you don't understand. If they don't spend $100, how will they mog on the NPCs? And oh wow. I feel like all those phrases, clavicular, whatever his name is, used, they should be like kind of forgotten. Clavicular, which I don't even want to get into, but I will for the fuck of it. Give me a second here. Now I gotta dig through all of my shit. Because I was thinking about doing a video on this, but I haven't found the time for it. Because I kind of don't give a shit. But it's like, oy vey is mere. My energy was escaping. I am the goy slop. I feel like clavicular is a failed experiment. Or maybe it's successful. Like this dude's whole manosphere energy has been being a chick. For real. Shark cards, exactly. I was ranting about that earlier, but when I see shark cards, I think I hate GTA. It's like I love GTA and I also hate it now. But back to clavicular. Like this dude, I don't know how the hell he's supposed to be helping men improve themselves. When the manosphere really took off in like the 20 teens, it was about men becoming smarter and more aware of female nature. It was also about teaching men how to approach women, pick up women, get dates, get laid, yada, yada, yada. It was about helping each other. I believe the guy's name was David D'Angelo or something. He was one of the big pickup artist guys back in the day. And one of the main tenets he used to always preach was becoming a mentor and teaching other men what you know that was successful. Now I look at the manosphere and it reeks of femininity. It just reeks of it. It's a bunch of guys getting plastic surgery, taking supplements. Now, I don't mind getting in better shape. I'm all for that. But the second we're getting nose jobs, you hit yourself in the cheeks with a hammer to have a better jawbone, this and that, crying so your hair looks softer and silkier, that's not manosphere. That's gay stuff. Like, this is chick energy. 24/7. But then because they have cute little words like, oh, we're mogging the foids, people buy into it. The point I'm trying to make is, how does this make men better? It doesn't. You're just watching a different version of an e-girl. That's what we're getting. Here screams masculinity to me. Nothing here tells me to better myself. I'm just watching a fucking dude pretending he's the main character in a movie that fucking sucks. And most people don't like him or care about him anyway. This is an improvement. In fact, I think it's a form of stagnation. But that's just me. I'll get on it later. I'm sure I'll piss people off with that take, but it is what it is, man. You don't get anything from clavicular other than learning to hate chicks. And you don't need him to help you to hate chicks. You date enough of them, you hate them yourself. Do it the old-fashioned way. That's how I grew up, you little prick. Drake for the 5. I had a crush on She-Hulk until I saw the Marvel show. Now she make my dingling drop. The Marvel show doesn't encapsulate classic She-Hulk. When I think of She-Hulk, I'm thinking early 90s version. Marine Man for the 5. I would love to see GTA 6 flock and watch the gaming industry lose their mind. It would be great, but it won't happen. It will not happen. GTA 6 is like a foregone conclusion for success. Without a shadow of a doubt. You're talking a generation or more of people that grew up playing GTA 5 and watching streamers do GTA RP. What I think this is going to do is blow up and make the gaming industry worse. Predominantly worse. And I don't care really, because everything's worse now. Everything's worse, bro. Like just looking for parts for my motorcycle. Getting sliders for my motorcycle now. The sliders used to be $199. Then you add in the tariffs, it became $250. Then you add in the Iran war. My sliders are now $399. My point is, everything fucking sucks. So I don't care if the gaming industry blows dick anymore. I haven't been excited for a new game in years. I hear you, Don Breaker. I haven't been excited for much in years, dude. Eddie Von Smith, I probably got that wrong, but 20. Square released a trailer for the new expansion of Final Fantasy 14 a month or so ago. It looks meh, but 100 times better than the last one. What's your main on 14 and 11? No offense. None taken. Hold on. See if I've still got it in here.
Oh, the watch looks good with the pants, too. No offense.
What do you mean, no offense?
What do you mean?
What the fuck does he mean? What do you mean, no offense?
I didn't see Final Fantasy. I'm going to say I don't care. Wait, expansion for Final Fantasy 14. I was thinking 7. I'm sorry. I didn't see the 14 expansion, but my main for 14 and 11 as a paladin. It was always a paladin. That was like, that was my jam. I loved being able to heal myself because Lord knows you need it when you're a tank. If you can self-heal as a tank, that shit will save your ass. On top of that, self-healing keeps aggro on you. Because obviously we're all gamers here, we know. But once again, as a tank, keeping aggro is essential. Because Lord knows those fucking mages act like the biggest bitches on the planet. If a mage so much as gets spit on by a goblin, dude, they crash the fuck out on you, man. They crash out. They squeal, they whine, they complain. And it's like, bro, maybe if you move further back from the front lines as you cast Cura, you asshole. You wouldn't get aggro, dude. Like, step back. Chill for a second. Don't spam it. Or if you're going to spam heals, don't be cheeky and try to get some hits in. You know, it's your job as a fucking mage to make sure that I stay alive so the damage dealers get all the glory while I get the shit kicked out of me. Which now, as I look at YouTube, it feels a lot like that. So it's ironic. But yeah, Paladin. Love it. I don't mind taking the hits. I don't mind being the shield. It's the only way to live for me. Oh, my good man. Who's got the oddest name? Treb Leg Fitness. I'm just going to call you Nas. It's been a member for 4 months. Hello, chap. I heard it from Waters that the Fluffster could have won the doggy drag. Get out. Fluffy's female. She could never win the doggy drag show. Triton for the 10. While modern AAA games are awful, retro gaming is booming in emulation, decomps, recomps, and native PC ports. Wonder if we'll ever see a Sword of the Berserk, a fan remaster for Sword of the Berserk. Love to see it, but it won't happen. Like, I'm pretty sure the company that owns Berserk put the kill on like one of the fan animations that people were waiting for a long time ago, and a new one just came out recently. But man, I'd love to see a good Berserk game, but that'll never happen. Just like there will never be a good Berserk anime. You can't adapt something so raw and visceral in this day and age. You can't. Plus, there's no trans people, so that's really a mark against them. Mac for the 2. Clav's eyes the whole time are scared like chick eyes. Let me take another look. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, he does not look like an animal on the prowl. He looks like a dude that's fucking nervous. You're right. There's nothing alpha about that at all. You know, we're not getting buff dudes anymore. You know, we're not getting guys we need Macho Man back from the grave. We need Macho Man. I was watching a clip of him, and I knew that dude was on cocaine, and it was the coolest thing I'd ever saw. I was watching Macho Man talk to Mean Gene, and you knew he was on coke, and it was just awesome. Is it Mean Gene? The cream always rises to the crop. But then the Macho Man bangs a rail. You know, guys, see, that was masculinity. That was where it was at. Emilio for the 2. Would you do a Baka Mitai cover video? You know, never crossed my mind, to be honest. I was like learning it on guitar just to like sort of solo it, and then I just didn't. Hold on. Anus is looking for me. Lady of Iron, Demon Goddess, donated $25. I've always appreciated your passion and your depth. Want to know something else? It's a fact. You can get blood from a stone. You just have to throw it hard enough. Much love to you anyways. Thank you, Lady of Iron. And thank you, Adis, for letting me know that came through. Oh, man. That Macho Man impression. That hurt. That dude did that 24/7. But then again, that's probably like part of his natural voice. This is how fucking masculine that dude was. He's got more testosterone than all of New York, all of Long Island, bro. Macho Man had more teeth than all of Long Island. Look at those arms. Kill to be that big. Walking around looking like Darkside Phil. I feel like a twink looking at Macho Man. You know what they need to do? They need to allow me to, 1, buy steroids legally, and 2, testosterone. I want to just get pumped like this. I just want to die looking like a buff dude before I go. I want to look like Conan the Barbarian. That's where I want to be in this world. Fap. Oh, sorry, it's Fat Pinfield for the 10. Rowdy Roddy Piper was the best. I wasn't a rowdy guy. I liked Rowdy Roddy Piper. He's a cool dude with a crazy backstory. He was like a street fighter and homeless and shit. Like, dude, they don't make wrestlers like that anymore. The wrestlers they had back in the day were just real men. Now we have like, okay, I'm going to say something that's going to be considered controversial, but it's the truth. You know, wrestling jumped the shark when it became like something trans people enjoyed. I'm just going to say it. Get mad at me if you want, but the second the wrestling community consisted of a lot of trans people, that shit was over. Bakami Tai cover of you singing it. I know what you mean, brother. It's just like, I don't know. My Japanese is terrible. Double A for the 5. You still have a P.O. box? Yeah, I do, brother. I still got it. Want to send you something. I 3D printed for you since your love doll got broke. No, you motherfucker. Number 1, Guts isn't a love doll. He wasn't a love doll. 2, you're banned, buddy.
Banned. Gone forever.
I'm probably going to have to fix it. I think I can repair it. I have to like take it out of the box and take a closer look. But after looking at it, I'm 100% sure I can repair the leg. 100%. I can restore it to damn near perfect condition. It's just a belt that broke. That has like 2 pieces and the break is really fucking funky and it's probably bits missing. And it's all because the company I bought it from shipped it upside down. They put the label on the wrong side of the fucking box. How do you make such a massive error? To put it into fucking perspective, after 2 years of paying for it, it cost me as much as a Ducati Acropobic exhaust for the low end version, but you know, modern times prices, not when it first came out. Like those things like $3,000 now. And I don't want to get into it because like it seems like I can't fucking get a replacement. See, I want to Acro. How do you spell that shit? It's not even Italian. Acropopic. It is Acropopic. I can't say this shit. Where is it at? That's somebody's motorcycle review. That's an SC project. So I'm not looking for it. Come on, dog. How much is this guy? Dude. You know what? Fuck it. It doesn't matter. Thank you for the thought, my dude. I was gonna make like a large complaint, but I can't even find what I'm looking for. Oh man, Cole the Man King for 25. According to his brother, Macho Man got his voice from smoking cigarettes. I thought his gay brother like said he did it one day and then just never stopped. Cause like I watched a Macho Man. Thank you for becoming a member. Dusk. Let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13. If that's supposed to be Dusk 14, it's the wrong Roman numeral, but hey, whatever. Or is it supposed to be the third for the icon? No, 13th. Yeah. The gay brother I recall watching saying like one day Macho Man was doing the voice and he just stuck with it. It was based on some other wrestler that was like before our time. Dawnbreaker for the 5. I'm glad I stopped being a console consumer years ago. Yeah. I bought like a PlayStation 5. I won't even lie. I won't even pretend. You think you can come here and act any way you want? Bitch, snorts. Forgive me, sir. Don't beat me. Don't beat me up, Phil. Oh, did I show you guys Phil flexing? That could have been last week, but Phil's like doing this arm flex that looks so gay. It's live rent free in my mind. Okay, the obligatory Phil segments. Damn it.
Then I proceeded to play. During that entire morning show, I got $17 of support. All right, well, it's just the morning show. No big deal, right? Then I proceeded to play Resident Evil Code Veronica X for 2.5 hours. And by the end of the stream, we barely had made $60. Okay? So that's 5 hours of streaming, including DSP Trizy. And I made $60. Okay? That's terrible. That's one of my worst streams of the year by far. During that entire morning show.
$60 to sit on your ass and play video games. That's still pretty good. That's still a pretty good haul. I mean, considering I see people outside that are homeless begging for money and they don't get $60 to 60 hours and they're not even in a nice house with air conditioning and gaming. Phil is such a wild animal. He literally got like minimum wage in most states, $10 an hour essentially to play video games. And he was like, it's the worst stream ever. This dude sits here and pretends that he's rich more often than not. Oh, I don't need any money. I'm doing this for fun. I'm having so much fun. Oh my God. And then the minute he goes under a certain amount of money, this dude snaps the fuck out. And let's do some more Philbert. This one's from Revsy. Be the guy. Order Wendy's via DoorDash. 4-minute drive. Refuses to drive there himself. Order Frosty. Complains it melted. Stay Frosty. Say Frosty sucks. Typical Phil. Like, dude, there's so many times where I had to show up to the live stream and I would just run to Wendy's real quick before I came here, but Phil won't even drive to get the shit. It's 4 minutes. So that means if it's a 4-minute drive, this is probably 3 miles tops, maybe 4. Phil can't be bothered. He's such a wild animal. And I bet he doesn't even pay like that DoorDash fee to have it brought directly to you if you really want that shit cold. I'm going to kick this thing. Hold on. Here we go. More Phil.
What World Weather Authority says, even though custom PCs are expensive, I'd rather do that than buy this, that's for sure. Yeah, so let me give you some perspective here. My wife really would like a gaming PC. Hers is insanely outdated and doesn't even work anymore. She's been using my mini PC from years ago to do like indie gaming for like 2 years now. She wants a PC. And we've been considering what to do. And we've been looking around, and one of the options was to wait for the Steam Machine announcement to see if this would be a viable thing, because she wants a PC to plug into a TV.
DSP has 2 gaming PCs, both of them with 4070s in them. He uses one only for OBS. Phil won't give his wife that PC that only runs OBS. How about you like take the graphics card out at least, Phil, and put like a cheaper one in there, something like a 3060, maybe. I don't know. Something you can get off Fleabay, real cheap, throw it in there. Now you got a graphics card for your woman. Then, you know, you could build a PC. Grant, you know what? Now I think about it, with all the money he's making on Pokemon cards, he could easily buy her a PC. In fact, with the money, if he just didn't buy 2 packs of Pokemon cards, he could buy 16 gigabytes of RAM. I saw some on Newegg for like $250, DDR5 actually. The SSD would kill him though. So that would suck. But if you just make the SSD a boot drive, you only need like 500 gigabytes. But then most games today run SSDs now. Oh, man. Anyway, slice it. Phil could do something, but he won't. So he's just giving her his fucking shitty mini PC. And it's not to forget the fact that Phil actually took her gaming PC back in the day. Remember that? Because he needed a PC for work. So he took her gaming PC. What happened to that? Upgrade that fucking thing. Dude, fucking A, Philbert.
She doesn't want to have a monitor set up. She wants to be like sitting in the living room or sitting in our new room that we have across the hall and have it hooked up to a TV and playing it nicely and relaxing. She doesn't want it to be like a gaming PC where she's like me at a desk.
Yeah, it's because she's too fat for a gaming PCC.
Okay. And we were waiting. To be honest, I don't think this is something that honestly she's going to be too interested in. It doesn't do the highest end stuff, and it's overly expensive. It's a nice form factor. I'll admit that. Like, I think the form factor is very nice of it. It could be a nice thing to sit in an entertainment system or whatever, but outside of its looks,
it's kind of sad when you think about it. Valve makes the Steam machine, and essentially the whole purpose of it is to appeal to assholes like Phil and his wife. But it's so priced shittily, mainly due to the memory shortage and RAM shortage. If you don't know, I'll tell you, as one of the few YouTubers to even fucking do this shit and say something remotely useful. Let's go to the market. SCN disk stock. Here we go. So, here we go. SanDisk stock is sitting at $1,900. Oh, shit. All right, the aftermarket buying has already brought it back up to $2,100. So if you got in here at $1,800, you know, it's probably the best deal you're going to get for the time being, because obviously space, storage, drives that's needed right now. It's a lot of money. It's a booming market with servers and everything. This is probably the most expensive SanDisk has ever been, and I'm pretty sure the stock is going to get split at some point. Don't take my word for it. I'm not like a genius or anything, or a stock mogul or someone that knows the hell he's doing. I kind of vibe. I vibe stock, as they call it, or whatever. Vibe invest. But I think SanDisk could very well hit 2,500. Hopefully they split soon and make it more affordable, the stock itself. But at the end of the day, this is why storage is so expensive. SanDisk, who else is up? Seagate, Western Digital took a dive today. But at the end of the day, for lack of a poor choice of words, the market is kind of fucked. Everything tech related is killing it. So storage, memory, definitely. Micron, absolute destruction. I watched SanDisk go from $500 to, like, obviously you looked at it, $2,000 in the course of like 2 months. Man, oh man, do I wish I had brains enough to get in early. And Micron's probably going to do the same, because Micron is usually the memory modules for graphics cards. And we all know those are priced out of the fucking world. So that's why the Steam machine is just so expensive, when storage and RAM are both just exorbitantly priced. And now the people who would have been Steam Machine's core market, and probably the Steam Machine would have been $500 if not for this shit, or $400. They're not even going to sell to people like this.
I'm not sure that it really gives you the
Granted, it's still sold out. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure a lot of people bought the Steam Machine and they're trying to flip it.
functionality. Like, I think she might enjoy a gaming PC that we could get her for, like, say, I don't know, $1,500. That's going to have way more in it than this. It'll be more powerful, more storage, and it's going to look nicer too, because instead of a little box, it'll be a nice with lights and shit on it. You know?
Bro, I don't know where he thinks he's going to get a really nice gaming PC for $1,500 in this market that doesn't have something like a 3060 in it. I'm not even going to bother looking at pre-builds. You could probably get, shit, let me think about it. I'm pretty sure I saw Asus gaming laptop for around $1,800 that had like a 5070 in it. I don't think you could pull off something that much better than a Steam machine for around the same price. I mean, you could if you're tech savvy, but Phil isn't tech savvy at all. Phil is a fucking consumer. He bought his gaming PCs off of Amazon. He doesn't know shit. He knows less about gaming PCs than he knows about Pokemon. Now, that was your Phil segment. Or they could keep the scarcity going forever so they can keep the stocks up. I don't know, dude. I think the thing is, it's all based on AI bullshit. And there's going to be a burst at some point. Like, this just can't keep going. But the question is, will it happen this year or next year? I don't know. All I know is I'm trying to ride the wave as much as possible because it's more profitable than doing YouTube, dude. Real talk. Like, Jesus Christ. For me, at least. At some point, there's got to be a burst. I think what are the returns we're seeing so far for AI? So, like, mostly for AI that I'm seeing, it's a lot of slop. A lot of slop videos on Twitter, YouTube, X, boomers being tricked on Facebook by it. We're not seeing the real payoff yet. There's a lot of tech companies that were supposed to make data centers all across the country, and they haven't done it yet. There are warehouses full of graphics cards and, you know, SSDs and shit that aren't being used. Like, OpenAI is eating shit currently. I don't even know all the logistics of it, but for what it looks like to me right now, it seems like a lot of like money being passed around by the same companies. Like, NVIDIA buys into Marvell buys into this. NVIDIA, OpenAI buys this. OpenAI buys SanDisk, space and storage, Micron's prices go up. It's like, it feels like a game of musical chairs. And at some point, it's going to stop. And shit's going to get raw. I'm just hoping I'm awake. So, like, if the bubble bursts, I pray to God I'm awake so I could sell everything I've invested in and walk away with a little bit of change, you know. I don't want it to burst and lose my whole everything, you know. Easy for the 5, brother. Micron posting earnings today. Absolutely insane. I didn't even look at Micron's earnings, dude. I should, but I didn't because it didn't matter. I already knew it was going to be ridiculous because the fucking 5090 is the price of a motorcycle now. The worst mistake I made was when there's this tech guy, Moore's Law is dead or something, said buy a 5090 now if you want it. And like a stupid bitch, I was like, I'll wait till January 1st so it's on my next year's business taxes. $3,000 5090 out the window. You never see it again. Never again. Then he was like, if you want storage space, you want an SSD, buy it now. I should have bought the Samsung 8 gigabyte SSD. I didn't. I think you could go lower. Woke up one day, the shit was $2,200. Nuts. But on the other hand, for a guy like me, I save all of my SSDs. So if you got a lot of SSDs, just buy like a PCI card slot that supports a number of SSDs. Put them on, run it in RAID. Boom. You got 8 terabytes. Fuck them. But I'm glad to see people who follow me pay attention to the market. Make your money while you can, where you can. While you can, where you can. And pay attention, bro. Pay attention to what's going on. Everybody's fucking someone. So you better get the fucking, or you're going to be fucked. You know, like, get what you can, brother. Juan Marcinko, I probably got that. Or was it Juan Marcinko for the 5? What's up, G? I hope you and Fluffy are having a great day. When can we finish Jace on it? Shout out to the king. Ass Ripper, bring back classics. My Ass Ripper is gone. I've taken it down. You know something? My assistant is like wanted to help me work on animation, so maybe I'll rebuild it for her. Because I kept it. I kept that thing. I could not get rid of that PC. It's still 90% intact, which I know nobody cares. But I love that PC. Even though it ran like dog shit and it crashed and it corrupted video files. It made my life a living hell for years. I love that PC. Most of the parts came from a guy called TC Games back in the day. And he said, do great things. I never forgot it. I never forgot what he said. And I always did my best, no matter what the situation was, no matter how hard it was. I never forgot what he did for me and what he said to me, even though it seems like a losing battle on the daily. But that PC meant a lot to me in so many ways. So many ways. My best gaming moments were through that PC with Ziltex, just having fun. Some of my best videos I ever edited was on that PC. Yeah. I'm probably going to keep that thing till the day I die. And I'm glad I did, because the SSDs in it are worth money now. Roberts for the 5. Little did he know that COVID video card drop was only the beginning. Yes, I know, dude. Oh my God, bro. You're so right, dude. You are so right. To think we're like back there, but it's worse. It's worse, dude. God help us all. Things are supposed to be getting better, not worse. We're supposed to have hope. We are the generation without fucking hope. You think about this shit. Like, we're off the rails. There's no real show here. Think about it. Housing market, fucked. You can't really afford a nice home in a good area without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. I was looking at this one beautiful house in a red state, maybe half an acre of land. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. $680,000. I looked at what the house sold for in 2020, $400,000. I almost vomited on myself. Like, you can't own a home. Your money is now worth 30% less than it was in 2020. Don't believe me? Look it up. I'd like to thank the boomers in charge of the country, back-to-back old men fucking up. And now, the one thing people have literally waited 13 years for, over a decade, Grand Theft Auto 6. You can't even own that shit. You get like a key. You get a license. And if you don't pony up for the Ultra Edition, you don't even get to customize your car. What a garbage time to be alive. Das Pooch for the 10. Behind the stream, but had to say, thought I was going crazy playing GTA 5 and missing gameplay mechanics till I saw the montage videos of them all. I have little hope for GTA 6. 10 for Costco Delagundo. Thank you, brother. Yes, the video you're thinking of was Croby Cat, GTA 4 versus GTA 5. Hell, we should watch it together. Like, we can do that here. I just realized that. Give me a second. If you see my character freak out, please pay no attention. Do not pay attention to the broken mechanics. God, I told Anus to find me that Filipino boy who works for cheap. Still nothing. It's probably some boomer AI slop, dude. Like, look at this crap. This is why YouTube sucks now. Yeah, this is AI slop. Let me guess. You rub that in, and then all the scratches disappear. Am I right? It even removes dings and holes. What? No way. This stuff. He's even AI. YouTube is so dumb. They let the fucking Chinese just do whatever they fucking please. Like, we buy time from you. You play our sample. And they're like, sure. Let's see if there's music here. I'll play that real low to avoid any copyrights. GTA 4 was the last good GTA game. I don't care what anybody says. That was the last time I played a GTA game, and I felt like it was an experience. You know, it felt, despite what it was, it felt alive. You could interact with people. You could do stuff, dude. GTA 5 is like dumbed down garbage, like everything else. You get less and you pay fucking more. And the fact it costs more is just shocking. It's probably like the physics engine too. They probably ditched that because they're like, oh, it's too much work. Like Bethesda trying to make a game that doesn't run like dog shit. Injured limbs? Nope, can't have that. You know, modders had to modify GTA to even bring half of these features back. And then, like, Rockstar gets rid of the mods and shit. They're like, no, you can't do that. No, we caught you having fun, idiot. Where's the one that was like, he's climbing and shit? That was like the worst. Oh, is this the brick thing? Yeah. Talk about a lost mechanic of greatness. Picking up a brick and socking someone with it. That's gameplay. Dude, I remember doing this as a kid. You know, you get a brick, you hit a hooker with it. It dates the car window, dog. Bro. We had so much before, and they took it all away from us. I'm like such a hateful bastard. I want to call everything goy slop. I would be like, GTA 5 goy slop. You know, that was the first GTA I never finished was GTA 5. There's a first time I actually never finished a GTA game. I modded the shit out of it to try and make the game better. I can't watch this anymore, dude. I can't look and see what they took away from me anymore. You want gameplay? No, we're making interactive movies. Hope you like it, you bundle of sticks. Dawnbreaker for the 5. It's ironic. Console consumers are complaining about the price of the GameCube while still paying for online like PlayStation Plus Premium $160 a year. Dude, imagine if the GTA rumors for like an online subscription is true and you play for PlayStation Plus online. That would be fucking bonkers. 2 subscriptions, dude. No. Dusk for the 5. Cops are being caught using AI to falsify evidence. That doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't surprise me. We're like headed for a shitty future, dude. And this is why every friend I have in another country is telling me to leave. And honest to God, it's hard not to want to just dip. I never thought I'd want to leave my country till recent years. It just feels like the American dream it's exactly that. It's a dream. As George Carlin said, you had to be asleep to believe it. To think like in this day and age, to own a nice single family home is $500,000 starting. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Oh, well. What can you do, right? But play GTA. Here's your escapism. This is how you rebel against the system. You buy your expensive goy slop. Gifted no refunds membership. Thank you, Jesus. One more for the road. Snoop Dizzle for the 10. This is why I'm going back to playing retro games or cheap indie games like Hollow Knight and look outside. Yeah, I'm more about outside myself, dude. You know what I would recommend to people right now? You and Enos are so adamant on not using ad blockers. Well, I've always felt, even before I was doing this shit, that the ads paid for a lot of the shit I wanted to watch, you know, without me having to do anything. So if all I have to do is press a skip button for somebody to make some money for the effort they put into this shit, fuck it. Why not? You know? I gotta live what I preach, you know. I gotta live some of the shit I preach, not everything. You know, don't hold me to me being a good person all the time. I like being a piece of garbage. So the second I do something wrong, you can immediately go, well, he said he was a piece of garbage. He always said he was. You could be like the trans community after I did my like Hogwarts video, completely disavow me and say that they should have never supported me and that I'm the devil. What is Daddy Phil doing? He really did buy a lot of these Pokemon cards, dude. This dude is nuts. Bonk. Distant rivals and prismatic evolution. Who ran the PSYOP to get Phil to buy Pokemon cards? Who did this? Which one of you pieces of shit in chat did this? I want to know. Who's the asshole that completely convinced Phil to just convert his life to Pokemon. Why didn't? Oh, did you fix your sink, dude? Not yet. Let me explain. Let me explain my sink. It doesn't make any fucking sense, bro. There's like 3 copper rods coming from an area I can't reach. And it's like in a honeycomb or some shit, dude. It looks, this is the, nobody makes a sink like this. And the copper rods they got algae or something. I don't know what's on them, but they're kind of like, they're gnarly, dude. So I got to go to Lowe's. I got to pick up some like tubing. And I'm going to like jerry rig to fix it. I just got to get the Lowe's. Like I said before, I was doing this.
Floor of your basement, begging for the sweet release of death.
At 1 minute. That shit, well, this isn't 1 minute, but I've completed about a minute so far. And it took my whole day, dog. And I still, oh my God. I'm going to vomit. Sorry. I was just thinking about the next bit I'm doing. This is Dude madly in love with Abraham Lincoln. He's in like it's like a fictional relationship with Abraham Lincoln. And animating his love story with Abraham Lincoln, it's just too much. Fluffy, no, you're a bad dog. Stop barking at the Mexican children, Fluffy. Unironically, that's what she's doing. Fluffy is very racist. Fluffy. Yeah, here you go. Good dog. You're a good little puppy. No need for all that barking. You can bark at them later when I get out of here. Hold on. It's the main man, Trey Stonewall, who's gifted me 50 no refunds memberships. I don't even know what those go for, but this is the juiciest tip of the week. Give me a second. We need a trifecta, Phil. It's nothing but Phil.
Let's get more subs on Kick. Come on, let's get someone drop a nice juicy tip. How about a nice distracting super chat? Juicy tip.
Hold on. Another juicy one.
A nice juicy tip. Send it right now through the PayPal link. A nice juicy tip. Send me a juicy tip. Let's hit the goal. Right?
Hold on. One more juicy tip.
Let's hit the goals right now. And let's get a big, fat, juicy tip. Let's get some goals hit. Let's hit the goal right now by the end of this podcast.
Thank you, Trey Stonewall, for the mightiest of the juiciest of tips. Just for that, we're going to watch something else retarded because the kids love it. Benchies, I believe, for the 5. I'd rather pay you $5 straight up now than you earn fractions of a cent from me for each potential view without an ad blocker. Thank you, dude. You don't have to say fractions of a cent because it's more depressing when you put it that way. It really is. It takes my will to live. I need to pretend that I'm doing okay for my own mental health.
Right? Look at it, it's dancing. My muscle is dancing as I move my wrist. It's amazing. Right? Look at it, it's dancing. My muscle is dancing as I move my wrist. It's amazing. Right? Look at it, it's dancing. My muscle is dancing as I move my wrist. It's amazing. Right?
I wish that I had half of DSP's delusion. I wish to God I could roll through life like this man. Look at this dude.
Look at it, it's dancing. My muscle is dancing as I move my wrist. It's amazing.
He's not playing. This isn't an act. This is who he is. He is stone cold crazy. And he thinks he's buff. I've never in my life done this before. It's not even when I was a little boy did I get in the mirror and I'm like, my muscles are dancing. God, that's what happens when you have an only child and you love them too much. Like Phil's family. Confidence is key. I'll work on it. And DSP Silver, I forgot. Forgive me. Okay, let me I gotta share this with you before I get out of here at some point. No, not Clavicula. I don't care. Macho Man, just in the corner, inspiring me to be better. Hold on. When you see this shit, I'm probably gonna get in trouble, so I should probably end with this one because there is a very, very good chance YouTube is not gonna like this. Okay, get ready for the wildest shit you've seen today.
Somebody said to me that if Jesus is black, heaven is a ghetto. Everywhere black people live is a damn ghetto. Why should I be yelling at the white man? Hell, if it wasn't for him, we'd all probably be dead from diseases and sickness. Or hell, we each other. It wasn't for the white man. The white man built America. You say the slave built America. Don't they cover that lie? I'll slap the taste out of your mouth. You ain't built nothing. Half the time what you did build as a slave, the white man had to whoop your ass with a whoop to get you to do that little bit of work that you didn't do. Had to whoop your ass to get it done. Talking about
this motherfucker here. There, you want the most tired person of black people. It's an old black man from the old times. Like, they are so sick of the community, it ain't even funny.
We built them. They ain't built a damn thing. Don't own a damn thing. None of it. You had Harlem, you threw that away. No, thank God for the white man. Thank
I did not
God.
know that.
He built America and some other safe places. Built airlines so you can ride around on. Built automobiles. Hell, y'all ain't got one nation in Africa have built a car talking that damn talk. The only thing y'all can do is play basketball, run up and down the court like a bunch of double-jointed fools.
Oh, my God.
Somebody said to me that if Jesus is black.
Oh, my God. This guy is wild. But he's right. I had to worry about anybody clipping me. Nobody will clip me. I can say it the fuck I want here. By the time anyone finds out this show exists, I'll probably already be dead.
You can't manage niggas. Oh. You can't trust me. I've been working with them for 45 years. A nigga just ain't gonna do the right thing. He got an attitude about everything. Pastor Manning, he ain't for the black man. He's against the black man. Then you got rap music. Damn. And it gets worse. Our youth today, you go to Daytona Beach, I don't know if y'all seen some of the videos. They even go to Ruth Chris restaurant now. They're like a bunch of monkeys. I swear before God. Black Gen Zers, somewhere between 15 and 30, they're like monkeys. They're like marauding monkeys.
Dude, I'm fucking done. I'm in trouble. I didn't expect him to go this hard, bro.
Turn loose on shopping malls, restaurants, running amok, knocking over things, fighting and shooting and killing, half naked. They're like monkeys.
I'm telling you, old black men. They're tired of the community. I think I could play that. The key word is think. Was there any more clips of this wild ass motherfucker? Those are the two clips I saw today of that shit. All right. Here's another one. Did you know the average American woman is around 5'3" and 170 pounds? Did you know that? It's true. It's very true. The average Japanese woman is 5'2" and 117 pounds. This is also true. But this is propaganda. Number one, the average Japanese female doesn't have this much titty. This is fake news. They also don't have that much ass. In fact, the average Japanese woman is operating on negative booty. Now, you might think that what I'm saying is outlandish, but it's true. That's why the Japanese don't use toilet seats. They don't have enough ass. If they sit on a toilet seat, the Japanese person just slides right off it. That's why they got to squat and shit in a hole in the ground. I'm just giving you the news you need to succeed, children, and the truth that the goy slap will deny you. Oh my God. The funny thing is what I just said is true. Nothing here was a lie. And if I had it on tap, I'd play the Booty Warrior. In fact, let's look up the Booty Warrior. It's been a while since I heard the Booty Warrior speak. Fluffy, you keep it up, you're going to be living with Fleece Johnson. You don't fear me, and you should.
Penitentiary. We met Fleece Johnson, a longtime inmate who practices a very different kind of homosexuality.
But we have sexual desires, right? So you got a bunch of men locked up in one place. All of them get hard. All of them's horny. All of them got sexual desires. So what are they going to do? You won't let them have a woman. They going to have each of somebody's going to have to give us some booty. And it's just that simple.
Now, I'd like to say something you might think is controversial, but it's true. If you look at this, I'd say 98% of the motherfuckers you see here are black. Either that or I'm blind. And this is old. Number two, this confirms my theory that the hood black man will fuck anything, including each other if locked up. 98%. Did I say 98% or was it 99%? Listen, I'm not a mathematician. I just know what
on about it and on about it. In his prison, booty. Booty was more important than food. Booty. A man's butt. It was more important. I'm sorry. It was more booty. Having some booty was more important than drinking water, man.
I like booty.
I like booty.
That shit has stuck with me for years, dude. For fucking years.
I've been in her back then in them days. And
that's when he tells them, you a sexy journalist. And if you came in here back in them days and I was younger and stronger, I would go after your booty. This dude was addicted to booty. I saw him get out of jail years ago. And he did some interview and people were talking to him. And he really said, I've been out of jail for a while now. And everybody talking pussy this, pussy that. I miss booty. And I'm just sitting there like, holy shit. Now he's pretending he's straight as hell.
Felt one of y'all butts. And y'all was walking past me.
Yeah.
And dared you to say something. I'm not no shame in my game. This is nothing that I'm ashamed to admit. I am what I am. I'm a warrior too.
Let that be known.
So let that be known. I'm a warrior.
This motherfucker has lived rent free in my head. I literally quote the booty warrior for the most fucked shit. I sit there, get trouble somebody online, and like, he said this and this. And I'm like, you fucking right, I did it. I am what I am. But I'm a warrior. Let that be known. Me intimidating the trans community on Twitter. All right, I need to stop. Because I only get in trouble. That's all I'll do. See if I can find something else. Oh, Bill Burr makes fun of Shaq for thinking the world is flat. Oh, this better be funny. Like, ever since I watched Bill Burr's wife turn him into, like, you know, a cuck, I just don't care about him.
Conspiracy theories. White people shit or black people?
I would
Black. I'm gonna go black people.
I would go as far as OG before the internet.
Yeah, okay.
Black people, and then white people started to catch up with the internet.
Took it too
we
far.
went in a stupid direction.
Yeah.
Like flat earthers, rather than like being these people at the top are the ones we should be upset.
You don't think Earth is flat?
Huh?
What?
You know, I'm just asking a question.
Do you?
I'm just saying. I took it.
Oh my god, dude!
There's my question. Power have that if it's actually flat, I'm thinking it's round. Like what does that get them?
I don't know. I just
I get the other things.
I just said I fly a lot.
Oh my god! I
I'm
didn't
not
know
talking to
this.
you. I'm
I'll
talking
let
to
you cook.
One time I took a 25-hour flight, and the plane never did this. That's all I said.
What?
That's
all I
not
said.
how it works.
Hold on. If you're
So
on
you think the plane's supposed to constantly be dipping slowly?
If you're on the map, if U.S. is here and another country is there, when I was going to that country, the plane never did that. That's all I said. That's all I said. Think about what
You
I
notice
said.
when you fly
if you look
over
at
the
a map, if USA is over here, there's another country over here on the bottom, whatever. When you fly, my plane never did that. That's all I said. I would, because then I'd be like, the earth is round. But it didn't do that.
phasing these things out because they have newer technology. But when you fly like instrument, they have these things on the ground called VORs, and that's how you if you're in the clouds or above them or wherever, how you get from point to point without messing up.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't care. I'm not gonna lie. I don't go fuck if the world's flat. I don't go fuck if the world's round. You know what I go fuck about? I'm talking about the Benjamins, baby. I care about getting paid and laid at this point in my life. Nothing else matters. Everything else is a waste of time and energy. YouTube sends me these messages like, you need to respond to this. That's why I got kicked out of the partner program. These motherfuckers. They thought that they would have these it was either an Indian or mostly Indian or a Latin woman. And then they come in, they tell you about some stupid feature that sucked more dick than James Charles at a fucking underage basketball game, right? And I just go, yeah, I'm not interested in this. It's a waste of my time. Am I going to make money? You paying me for my time? Will you fill out this survey? No, I won't fill out this survey. All right? This survey can suck my dick and take all day. Oh, such a waste of my energies. Nina Lynn was unbanned on Twitch. What a shock. Who gives a shit? Like, we all knew she was going to be unbanned. Nothing ever stays right, which is a weird way of saying it. Like, certain people should get the shit kicked out of them by the system, and they don't. Like, Hassan Piker should have been banned years ago. He'll never be banned. The only way Hassan Piker will be banned is if somebody Charlie Kirks him. That's just the truth of the matter. This man will be a part of our everyday lives as long as we're on the internet for the foreseeable future till somebody goes nuts and goes after him. That's just the truth. But let me tell you, I get a funny little cartoon picture on my, you know, Twitch actually banned me and removed my DSP notifications because they said it was too sexual. It was like the one where DSP was jerking off. Hold on, let me show you. Hold on, this is some news you need. Yeah, there we go. Jerks on stream. Like, literally. Damn, they like keep uploading this shit. Like, people are adamant about this staying on. So it's like if someone gave me $5 on Twitch, you'd see DSP doing this. And then I edited in DSP moaning while he was like trying to do some sort of workout, right? They took this shit from me and told me that I was producing sexual content shit. Meanwhile, Nina Lynn can steal on stream. And these motherfuckers, these fucking blue-haired liberal cock-sucking pieces of shit that deserve the dystopian nightmare that is California, and may it fall upon them like locusts, like a deadly disease. And I hope it ravages their gay bones to the marrow. They took this from me. And it kicked me in the nuts, but Hassan Piker can do whatever the hell he wants. They're like, whoa, 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 buddy. This, no. Hassan goes, we need this U.S. Senator dead. Here's his name and address. YouTube's like, not YouTube, Twitch is like, cool. Hassan did one stream where he literally told his chat what proxy site to go on for Chinese shit to get drones in, I can't S-bomb your political opponents. Nothing happens. Bro, I swear to God. What I would do to some of these people if I was locked in a room with them. What I do, I can't even say. But you could imagine. And they would deserve it. I'm not a violent guy. But I just feel some of these people need a few raps in the head because they're terrible humans. If you aren't a communist, socialist piece of shit, they don't promote you. They won't give you a crumb because they're too afraid of you introducing an idea into someone's mind that doesn't go along with their doctrine or their belief system. And in time, it'll come. These cocksuckers will tell you it's okay to fuck your pets. Guarantee it. Mark my words. It will happen in our lifetime. You will wake up one day, you will look on Twitter, and this shit will say some shit like, the LGBTQ is proud to present animal fuckers. Here's the flag. Represent yourself. Bean toes up. And, oh... That'll be the day, dude. That'll be the day I probably finally lose it. I go completely over the edge. Sorry for that. I'm letting like my personal anger affect the stream, and I shouldn't. I should only be saying nice and loving things. Trump hecklers yell pedophile crap during rally, flips off president. That sounds funny. Can I play that? Probably not. TMZ owns this shit. Oh, no, they don't. Fuck you. It's mine now. I own it. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Wait. I saw like some angry progressive woman posting some weird video of Trump is saying it happened today, and I thought it happened a year ago. This is our country in a nutshell. Okay, not that interesting for me. I really don't care. Now, here's the clip I took that this lady said happened today. I don't know if it's true. I think this is old. No, it was today. Oh, shit.
And she gets her. And the mother's screaming, darling, I love you, darling. And the father's looking, saying she has no chance. And she's like this, you see,
what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, for real, what's going on? I gotta play that again.
Gets her, and she gets her.
Oh,
Screaming,
one button.
darling,
This might be like a notification when people send big tips.
I love you, darling. And the father's looking, saying she has no chance. And she's like this, you see,
you know, like my friends from overseas, you know what they call Americans now? I've said it before. They call us Westoids. So then when like they make fun of shit like this, I have no rebuttal anymore. I'm like, well, at least we're not Muslim or something. I don't fucking know. I got nothing. Everything in GTX. Wait, okay. Let me see what's in the Ultimate Edition. I'm gonna learn thanks to IGN. That's what I need. Bitch. Sorry. Technical difficulties. I don't know why calling like an inanimate object bitch is something I do.
GTA 6 is sure to have hundreds of vehicles to choose from, but owners of the Ultimate Edition get access to the 95 Grotti Cheetah, 67 Vapid Dominator Buggy that can be stored in the Paradise Garage, which is also an Ultimate exclusive, a special motorcycle and kayak that's stored at Jason's safe house, a boat called the Shih Tzu Squallow that comes with an explosives-laden weapons crate, and a whole slew of classic cars to track down that are part of an exclusive set of side missions with local collector and fixer, Wyman. He's not the only one that you get special missions from. PTT Youngin's Illegal Goods Store is the compound of one of Vice City's gangs, and getting to raid it for special items is only available in the Ultimate Edition. There are also shops that are only available to Ultimate Edition owners, including Sarah's Unisex Salon to get special hair and facial hairstyles, Stock 305 for streetwear, Electric Fang Tattoo featuring designs from the artist collective Faley, and mod shops Ride Out Customs and One-Eyed Willie's, where you can customize your vehicles and their interiors. Rockstar is also promising exclusive mod kits for Jason's default Vapid Ganado low-riding pickup. The Ultimate Edition will also give you access to special clothing, including some merch for the in-game TV show Maka the Gator. And of course, you'll get access to special weapons, the Hawk and Little Morgan revolvers, as well as personalized versions of Jason and Lucia's default pistols. GTA 6 Ultimate Edition will cost $99.99. Will you be picking it up? Let us know.
GTA has become everything it parodied about capitalism. That's where we are now. It kind of feels like every day America gets closer to all those commercials that were in the first RoboCop movie that you looked at and thought were crazy at the time, but that's where we are. Oh, well. Now, pony up, you broke fuckers. Give Strauss Zelnick his money, or else you'll be in bed crying like this.
and she gets her. And the mother's screaming, darling, darling. And the father's looking, saying she has no chance. And she's like this, you see,
That's me when the market plummets, bro. I'm literally like looking at my investment portfolio. And I'm like, that's me. Or that's like when a woman's attacking your balls and she's really going after that nut. I can relate to this. This speaks to me. You know, I'm trying to make fun of it, but realistically, I've made these noises unironically. You almost want to edit a snort in there. Oh my God, that reminds me. I forgot to like save the clip of Valinity snorting while talking about the man she wants to date. Oh my fuck. Users on X celebrate purchasing GTA 6 while debating digital license ownership. Bro, what? People are, oh wow. It's not a joke. Dude, man, we are fucking cooked, bro. This is like, remember when people used to buy really expensive cars and post on social media? Remember? They would buy an expensive fucking car and then go look at my GTO or some shit. I officially own it. Now we're like flexing owning Grand Theft Auto 6 and it's a digital pre-order. Like it's ever going to run out. Bro, what the fuck is this meal? What the fuck is this? Sausages? Maybe this has got to be a joke, right? Who the fuck would post this? His house looks worse than mine. And he keeps saying he owns it. No, you don't. Yeah, you just have a license, which I hate licenses because the only platform that has ever done licenses that wasn't completely draconian and evil was Steam. End of the conversation. Only Steam was the only company you could buy from that didn't like just destroy you with it. If you bought a Steam game and you had the key, you could still play that game perpetually. Even when like, what was it? Activision removed, what was it? Marvel Superheroes or some shit. If you had a key, you could play it. Oh my God. Is he really doing this? I fucking own GTA. No way, dude. Dude, this is sad. This is sad. Okay, this one's a little funny. This one's funny. This has to be AI. Okay. Wait. Somebody's fucking around, dude. It's the same table, the same garbage. Oh, there's the news of the day. Oh, they're making fun of the dude who said he owned. Okay. All right. Well, you know, Jesus. This dude's getting roasted. Owning GTA 6 is cool, but the plate of what the fuck is it? Shabana. What the fuck is this? What is this food? What is this? I'm getting help. That's not even a word.
Oh, hot dogs of some kind.
It looks like a hot dog, but Shaboy boings. What the fuck is a shaboy boing? I'm looking this up. I do not believe this. Yeah, this is a hot. That's the new word for hot dog. Okay, Urban Dictionary. Felonious level of tomfoolery, often performed by a silly, racial, a goofy guy. What? Rambunctious? Little rapscallion? I give up. I feel like the English language has deteriorated so far from the Queen's English, I can no longer tell what the fuck I'm reading anymore. Good Lord. My life is a shaboing boing. So it's slang. It's not official English. This looks like some sort of shit you'd eat at a diner in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. It's a food. Okay. You got me. It's a food. I will concede to the shaboing boing foolery as I rage out over nothing. I've never heard that word before ever in my life. Oh my God. I'm ready to go get off stream and either animate cartoons or get under that fucking sink and eat shit. Lone Wolf and Cub for the 2. I'll keep sending $2 until you get new tires. Come on, dude. I can't even ride. Bro, Lone Wolf, I can't even ride. That's like the biggest part. Even I got the tires I have on my fucking R6 right now, they have 500 miles on them. They're Dunlop Q3 Pluses. Literally 500 miles. Those tires are probably 10 years old now because I can't get on the damn thing to ride. I have people come to me, they're like, I'm willing to be your editor. And then they ask for a price that's ridiculous. They want like $200-$300 to edit a single video. I'm like, if I'm going to have to pay you that much for a video, there's no point in me doing it. I'm going to be in the red, my guy. It's like, why don't I just give you the channel at that point? Just take everything. Shit, I still owe something because then the government will come in and they go, oh, we saw your channel made this much money. They go, well, I paid it all to the editor, so I got nothing. And then they go, oh, tax evasion. Get fucked, little dude. And then before you know it, I'm going to be fighting off the booty warrior. You listen here. I like you and I want you. C's of Tangerine for the 2. Don't ignore Kick. Gabe, let me check. What's going on with Kick? There's nothing going on with Kick and me usually. You know how many things I have to have up, sir? Oh, wait, Kick is over here. I can see that. How dare you? I think. But thank you for the 2. Ritzy be bombing for the 2. Only child, and I don't do that madness. Well, your family didn't give you, as DSP put it, his attic was his playroom with all the He-Man Masters of the Universe toys, which I don't even care to look it up. He described having a giant castle or something in his attic that he played in, which was nuts. Trombono for the 10. Love this guy. Oh, the old black man. I got you. Phantom for the 5. Dude is lactose intolerant. Good Lord. That's a good one. Steve-O for the 2. I like booty. Hold on. Oh, God. Dave for the 5. May the booty warrior never hear about yours. Amen. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're banned, dude. A white guy named Tyrone for the 10. That base black preacher reminds me of the real life Uncle Ruckus. Let born again bigots rise up again. Thank you, sir. Roadkill for the 5. Jimoto Sako trailer reaction. What's that? I think what you really need. Yeah, you don't want to see that trailer. What you want to see are angry white women. Or just angry women. Hold on, I gotta mute this shit. There we go. Oh, nice drink of water. Inside Women's Anger Retreat, day 3. The good girl is gone. All right, I need to hear what she's saying. Okay, they don't give me sound. Why would you get rid of the women screaming to put on your shitty techno music? I want to hear the madness they're saying. She's just humping the pillow. It's like I always said, American women will do everything but self-improvement. Instead of losing weight by working out, dieting, lifting weights, they'll do nothing, or they'll go to a jazzercise class and do little dances. Instead of going to therapy and not using facial filters, they just do this. They go someplace to throw a tantrum and they pay to do it. I wonder, can I invest in doing a business like this? I mean, that could be a good idea. I'm going to keep this video. You see, I'm going to find a way to make money outside of doing this so I can leave. Real talk. Oh, man, I got the name wrong before. Banshees for 50. I'd buy that for $1. Thank you, Banshees. Hold on. Let me see if I got that clip saved on my computer because I'm pretty sure I do. Let's check. Okay, probably not. No, that's Todd. How about Todd Howard? How do you feel about that instead?
What horse armor did you sell?
People will buy anything. That doesn't mean you should do it.
I saved that because I knew there will be a day when Todd Howard will return. And I can use that. Speaking of which, where the hell's Elder Scrolls? Oh, wait, that's a big juicy tip. I forgot. We must do a juicy tip celebration.
Oh, nice juicy tip. Send it right now through the PayPal link. Oh, nice juicy tip. Send me a juicy tip. Let's hit the goal. Right?
One more juicy tip from Daddy Phil is what we
Let's
say.
hit the goals right now. And let's get a big, fat, juicy tip. Let's get some goals hit. Let's hit the goal right now by the end of this
podcast.
Thank you, Phil. You always deliver. You always bless us with your presence. Snoop Diz for the 50, another juicy tip because we love you, bro. No homo offense. Hold on, here we go.
I'm not fucking offended. What do you mean, no offense?
I'm just saying.
What does that mean, no offense?
Jeez, I can't. Hold on. We got $2 for Rumble. I work with a black guy from Chicago who's exactly like this. We hired a bunch of young black people and they wander around. So he told the bosses they need the N-word round up in an hour before the shift ends. You know, that reminds me of every warehouse job I've ever had. They'd hire like some hood black guys. And one of them, the hood black guy just like goes off from like the work area. And he just steals a bag of chips from the commissary and eats his shit on camera, dude. On fucking camera. So obviously the white people called the police and had him arrested. And I just thought like, damn, that dude is retarded. Then there's another one where the black guy cut himself open with a box cutter. I'm not even getting into it. Oh, that reminds me. I worked at another warehouse when the PlayStation 4 was coming out. And like, dude, the black people there actually fucking tried to steal the PlayStations off the pallets, dude. On camera. They got cameras everywhere. You can't even wipe your asshole without them seeing it. That was the dumbest shit ever. You just triggered some memories I had. Wargo for 2. You would be the new booty warrior. No! You banned Wargo right fucking now. Oh my God.
Don't do this to me, Pierce! It's too early in the morning, Pierce! This is too early!
Oh, second week you've missed my kick rage quit message. What is a kick rage quit message? Let's check it out. This thing should show me kick messages, but it doesn't. And let's see. What's going on here? Dean the Great. Why is every black person that stream has to be great or the god or something like that? What is that? Because someone explain that shit to me. I do not get the fucking culture. How do I make this shit work? Level up by watching streams. How about you level up my cock? How about that? Oh, let's see. I can't even scroll this shit, dog. Bro. I can't even scroll the chat. Either that or the chat's so slow that these are all the messages I ever received. Hold on. I got a big wet fart to rip. I am an absolute legend. God bless you, though, for the 2, my guy. Oh, Steve DeLon for the 5. The hell with YouTube. Make sure to get some 2-wheel time, brother. Was riding in the Adirondacks last week. Truly beautiful. I like to, man, but fart in the mic. You know, I tried farting in the mic like 2 weeks ago in rage. And then the fart was so small, nobody heard it. So really, the only person who was punished there was me. I would like to get out, but I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. It's just I do a lot of this myself. I'd say 95% of everything is now me. So when you're doing it all, there's no time. I literally wake up and do this shit till I pass out. And speaking of which, it is about time I got the hell out of here. I should be like the white women beating the pillow and screaming. Just take my anger somewhere and just let it ride. Is this tweet still up? I gotta see this one though. Hold on. I wish people defended me like they defended Grand Theft Auto. Overcharging them, bro. Gun and ball gamers really ruining gaming. I'm crying. All I'm saying is when they presented the first $70 game, if everyone banded together and said, we will not pay that much, shit would be better. Laugh my ass off. But no, they ran down and bought the game. So I'm blaming the gamers for failing us all. Did Nintendo not just charge $80 for Mario Kart? Nope. Mobile game design philosophy. MTX gotcha. Anti-woke grifters ruin gaming. Dead ass. They've just been taking it from every COD and NBA 2K release. Facts. And happily getting fucked over every year until it fed into everything else. You know, that's a good point. I would say gaming mechanics, microtransactions, and all the other bullshit, the fact that gamers not only accepted it, they just fed into it and spent crazy amounts of money is why everything else sucks. In real life, if you get a car now, everything's a subscription fee. You have to get a subscription. I have to buy an aftermarket car starter and then bypass the one in my truck because these cocksuckers want me to pay to use my own car starter. And then they have the balls to fucking put the starter and jam this shit up behind the engine and some of the piping in the most convoluted, weird, dickish way humanly possible because they're assholes. And if you look at the new KTM, if you buy, what is it, 990R, CR, whatever the fuck it's called now, you only get all the features for like 2 weeks before you have to pay to unlock like slide control or something. Dude. Jailbreak your car. Yeah, I'm working on it. God damn, bro. I got to do everything, dog. You bots of doo-doo. Bro, they've been doing that forever. It's just been going on for literal years. For new cars, yes. Nah, dude, they've been doing it since 2019 or so. You think you're getting like a used car and getting over on the system, and then they got you again. Truly a cyberpunk dystopia. I agree, dude. It really is the case. I have better shit to do to defend your ass on Reddit. What? I don't even know what that's about. Your R6 just has a key. And no, that's true. But then the R6, like that was back when they made a motorcycle and your traction control was your rear foot brake and your right hand, dude. Like that's just all there is to it. Now all the motorcycles have all the shit you don't really need. All of it. It's so annoying. Like, I don't even feel like a motorcycle needs ABS. But then again, maybe it does. I've never had an issue with brakes. Well, maybe on the track. Like if you, because I had rubber hoses at the time for my motorcycle. And after riding a while and heavy braking, those rubber hoses just expand. And sometimes you'll hit that brake and you get nothing. And the bike just flies right off into the trees. It's about time I got the hell out of here, man. It really is. It's time I just put my head between my legs and kiss my ass goodbye. Let me close this because like there's nothing here. The iron. Get this. Yeah, stop sharing. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, GTA. Oh, I don't want to work on that. All right, we laughed a lot.
And she gets her.
We loved a lot. And thankfully, Donald Trump is here to light the way. What an absolute champion.
Saying she has no chance. And she's like this. You see,
we laughed a lot. We learned a lot. We loved a lot. Well, actually, we haven't laughed at all. We haven't learned anything other than everything's absolutely fucked and everything sucks dick. Unless you're rich. If you're rich, it's time to ball and play, baby. The world is yours every day, every night. You can go to Epstein Island, get tired of a girl, drop her in a fucking trap door floor, and she falls into the sea and she's eaten by sharks. And then Epstein pats you on the back and he says, "Don't worry, we ripped out her teeth. Nobody will ever identify her." And it's all sunshine and rainbows. For the rest of us, it's bills, high taxes, gas prices, tariffs, no end in sight, expensive housing, shitty politics, shitty content creators, shitty situations. You buy more, you get less. If you go to the fast food restaurant, the food tastes like chicken meal, and you think to yourself, I gotta go to work tomorrow. And yet most men are invisible. It's a cruel, cruel world we live in. Yeah, that's a good point. Get the rich get richer, baby. You know, that reminds me of 50 Cent. He had an album called Get Rich or Die Trying, and it was like the most truthful title I've ever seen for an album ever. Big ups, Gundam and chat. Keep it real. Let's get the hell out of here, dude. I better be on the front page of Rumble. Damn it, you fucking goy slop-loving piece of shit.
Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. The more I get to you, the strangest in bloom. Yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave. But I can't hit those anymore. I used to be able to sing that song perfectly.